Each year.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Second Wind's live watch-along of the PC Gamer PC Gaming Most Wanted 2020-2024 show. My name is Marty Sleva, joined by Nick Calandra. We are honored to be here for our inaugural Second Wind watch-along. Nick, we're doing a watch-along.
We are doing a watch-along at the new
place.
My
God. This is very exciting. Welcome, so many familiar faces over in YouTube and in Twitch. Welcome, everyone. If you guys don't know, we do these watch-alongs to live streams. We're going to be doing one, a bigger one, in a week from tonight for the Game Awards, but we do these around E3 time, around Gamescom. And I'm going to be honest, this morning, Nick messaged me saying that PC Gamer was holding a little showcase like this, and if we wanted to live stream it, and I said, hell yeah, because you know what? I like getting excited for things.
Yeah.
So yeah, this show is so PC Gamer put together a group that they call the Council, which includes Sid Meier, Tim Schafer, Brenda Romero, Dave Oshry, Brian Fargo, a bunch of developers and luminaries, and then also editors at PC Gamer to put together a list of the 25 most anticipated games of 2024. And so this is gonna be like a little countdown with some exclusives, with some trailers, with some reveals, with some behind the scenes stuff. So mostly this will just be a nice little glimpse at some of the games to be excited about that we'll be covering over the course of the next year. We did it, Nick. I'm so proud of us.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on with this video right now? This looks like some sort of a cult.
I think it is a cult.
Oh no, I'm very scared. And remember, everyone, it's a cult to see. Remember, everything we do here at Second Wind is helped powered by you guys. So thank you for everyone's support over on Patreon, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Ko-Fi, just everywhere, and just for watching and being great. So thank you guys so much. In terms of original content this week, yesterday, obviously we had the fully Ramblematic on RoboCop. Today, Jay's design delve on spooky horror design and Alien Isolation went up. We got a new cold take tomorrow coming from Frost, and man, we got some good stuff coming next week. I don't even know. Can we even reveal the stuff that's coming next week?
Oh yeah, we have a new podcast coming next week.
We do the Firelink podcast, and that will be Nick, myself, Casey Wosu, and occasional guests and pals. If you were a fan of the podcast we did previously over at the Escapist, you'll probably be a fan of this one too. So stay tuned for that on Wednesday. And then, yeah, like I mentioned, we'll also be doing the live watch along a Thursday evening, a week from tonight, starting around 6 p.m. Central or so for the Keeleys for the Game Awards. So for this, they've set a couple games that we know we're going to see today, including Homeworld 3, which, shout out to Homeworld 3. We got our Homeworld 3 announcement a few years ago, and we're finally going to see more from it. Path of Exile 2, which Amy will probably wake up for in Australia. And then Everywhere, which is a game I'm excited about. That's the game from Leslie Benzies, a former lead at Rockstar on the Grand Theft Auto games, making one of those everything games, which I don't know what that's going to be like, but I'm always intrigued to see it, even if it falls flat on its face.
Somebody said in the chat that I'm quiet. I was probably looking away from my microphone. I think I should sound fine. My bars are reaching right under red or above.
You know what? You sound excellent to me. I don't know if to the hundreds of other people, but you sound great. You sound great to me. And Beast March with a $5 dono, just with a very cool. Thank you so much, Beast March. Yeah. So yeah.
Desert Locust asked, "Are you guys fully self-funded yet?" No. It says how much, and they say how much. If not, how much more do y'all need? A lot. There's 9 full-time members, about to be 10, with Javid joining us as well, who's been doing all of our branding and everything. So we are locking him in. So yeah, as I put on the community tab today, if you haven't joined the Patreon yet, today is a great day to do so because it's the end of the month. So if you want your bills to be all at the end of the month, either today or tomorrow, will be a fantastic day to sign up. And then, yeah, just, super chats and all that, support the streams. We're figuring out what we want to do with, like, stream goals, because, we are doing a lot through Patreon, and we already have, a lot of YouTube views and everything, so stream goals may not need to be a thing, but we might set it up so that, hey, here's a certain amount we want to reach per month through super chats and all that to kind of help support our streams and freelancers and all that. So
yeah,
that's all stuff we're still talking about. But right now we're working on, the plan right now is to not pay any full-timers until January 31st, 2024, so that we can just build a war chest of funds. But we are already paying our freelancers, and we are paying them better than they were paid before already. And that's all thanks to you guys.
Yeah, that was it's been incredible for you guys, and so yeah, and we're fortunate enough to be able to sort of hold on until the end of January, even though I feel like the holiday season is a notoriously expensive season. But we're doing great, and I'm really I'm really excited, and it's one of those things where every week we add a new ingredient to our weekly second wind stew. You saw this week with the backdrop, Darren's new show. Obviously, we're going to be adding the Firelink podcast next week. Will be, I don't think we've officially announced what it's called, but a new incarnation of an indie spotlight review show in sort of small bite-sized doses will be next week. That's a video I'm working on right now, which I somehow got a phantom D's nuts while recording footage this morning, which let me tell you, that was just like, at that point I was like, we gotta have a meeting about this D's nuts thing, because I got a D's nuts while recording footage for a game this morning, and I was terrified.
It's great everywhere.
I was terrified. So much cool shit on the horizon. So if there's something you liked at the Escapist, chances are you'll get something that you like here, and plus a ton of new ideas. So just every week we're gonna be adding new stuff, and I think by the time January rolls around, we'll be firing on all cylinders. So
we can do whatever we want here, because 10,000 views is successful in a video here, because ad revenue is just additive to what we're already doing.
Can I just start watching movies? Could we just have me watching movies?
You can't get the channel taken down.
Okay, so it's anything with an asterisk.
Watch JD2 has how long until subs on Twitch. We are in the process of getting incorporated. Should be done soon. All the paperwork's with the government. So once we have a business bank account and a tax number that's not my tax number, we will add more things that you guys can sub to and all that, because the government is going to be coming to my house and dragging me out and killing me at some point.
Yeah, that's what they will. You need to learn tax evasion. That's what you need. Yeah. That's how you get away from that. And American Fear. Welcome back to the tip jar. Thank you so much, American Fear. And Nicholas JM with a $2 dono. Thank you so much. Most Wanted feels more like rewarding marketing. I don't know. We're gonna see. They said they got a console of elders.
Marketing show.
Yeah, I mean, all these are marketing shows.
I like games being marketed to me.
That's why we have the two of us. I feel games. That's the two of us feel differently about these kinds of streams than a lot of other folks we work with. So that's why we get excited here. And yeah, to folks asking about stuff, yes, if you an entertainment, a weekly entertainment podcast is also in the works. So all that good stuff, stuff's gonna be coming to you.
Yeah, give us time. We're gonna build all this cool branding for it now that we have Java on board. Everything
was the problem, is we set the bar too high.
Yeah, we set our bar to 2.0.
Yeah, everything looked too good, and so so we had to make everything look all spiffy. Arthur, thank you so much for the dono. It's been incredible because you're incredible. No, you are incredible. By the way, I can no longer see the thing you were sharing with me. It's just black. I see it now. It's wonderful. It's like a coin spinning.
You still see it?
I can still see it. Okay. Yeah. I thought that was I thought you were trying to goof on me. Glacier Island, don't bite off more than you can chew, guys. No, that's great, and that's why we've been slowly adding everything. That's why we didn't just go guns a-blazing. Let's launch everything right away. That's why we're taking our time with everything. We're getting everyone's schedules in order. We're making sure when things launch, they're fully idealized and fully formed and ready for consumption. So we are most certainly.
We have a 10-person team, so that's what we need.
Yeah,
I don't think. I mean, as far as games media goes, there has never been something indie games media-wise launched at the scale that we're going for.
Yeah, possibly foolish, but so far it's been great. Yeah.
But we also have not just 10 full-time people. We have like a whole host of freelancers too and everything. So
yeah, that's exactly.
I think that's the thing that like some people are like. starting to figure out is like we're not like just a kind of funny or Last Stand or Min-Max like small podcast group of people. Like this is a whole media operation that we started.
Yeah, that's when
3 days.
Yeah, you're seeing we have behind the scenes artists, we have community moderators, we have we have the streaming people that you guys have known to love. We're gonna have people doing video essays. We're gonna have Darren. So this is we got a big chunk of folks, but it's been great and it's been incredibly exciting. Biggest Mike, $1.99 dono. Thank you so much, largest Mike. Marty, what would you want from a Suika game too? I just want Suika game to come to all platforms because right now pure Suika is only on Switch, and people keep being like, I found this one on Steam. Is it good? And I can't tell anyone, right? I don't know because I only play pure Suika. I don't know if any of these knockoffs. I'm sure there's knockoffs that are close, but I just want everyone to experience Suika. And Guillermo del Totoro, 10 memberships. Holy smokes! Thank you so much, Guillermo, and congrats to everyone who's now in the Green Gang.
All right, Chad, I have to control the audio for the stream in the background, which is starting now. Let me know if it's too quiet. I'll raise it up, and then if I raise it up and it's too loud, I'll make it quiet.
And welcome to the PC gaming show
I can already tell it's too quiet.
Wanted, powered by Intel. I'm your host, Frankie Ward, streaming to you from the Churchill War Rooms, London's underground government command bunker built back in World War II. But why the fortified venue? Well, today we are doing the world's most dangerous work, putting numbers on video games. Maybe you've noticed there are a lot of video games lately. That's why over the next hour and a half of previews and exclusive reveals, we'll be counting down the definitive of
We'll be cynical
PC
at some
games,
parts, but
as
in
selected
general,
by
we
the
still enjoy
Council,
games.
PC Gamer's own hand-picked panel of more than 70 industry experts. We've tasked legendary game developers, accessibility experts,
Lars
game
for the
critics,
€5
and
dono.
content
Thank you so much.
creators
By the way,
with
thank you
choosing
guys
which
for
games
completely
of
wrecking the
tomorrow
concept
deserve
of
your
no effort
attention
November. I
today.
thought it was no nut
We
November.
tallied up those votes to build the most
we already broke that
hunted,
like
the top
weeks ago
25
with these
upcoming
nuts
PC
over and
games
over again.
chosen by the finest minds in video games.
These nuts December.
But we didn't stop there. We traveled around the world to meet with developers in their studios, gathering first-hand info from the minds behind the games we want most. We'll be airing those interviews throughout the show. And that's not all.
Shit.
This entire show
You're
is a showcase of games we think we'll be talking about in the near future. We'll also highlight games on the PC Gaming Show wishlist, bringing you even more reveals and new trailers. Let's kick things off with the number 25 game.
Nobody's covered nobody's complained about the audio yet, so I'm assuming it's good.
I mean,
yeah, I haven't seen
what
anything.
better setting for our first game than a collapsing oil rig off the Scottish coast haunted by an otherworldly monster? This psychological horror game features 0 weapons, but I'm sure the protagonist will be totally fine. From the Chinese Room, the studio behind Dear Esther and Amnesia and Machine for Pigs, this is one of only
I didn't watch the
2
last
horror
trailer.
games
I
in our
didn't see what it
countdown.
was. I know it's a walking simulator. But it looks like it had more gameplay involved.
Still
Spook 'em up.
wakes the deep.
Yes.
Hey there, PC Gaming Show. My name's Jason Graves, and I'm super excited to be able to officially announce that I'm
Jason
the
Graves
music
did the music
composer
for
for
Until
Chinese
Dawn.
Rooms Still Wakes
Is
the
that
Deep.
fun fact?
The Chinese
don't
Room
know why I
has a
remember that, but I do.
history of incredible music in their games, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
We knew very quickly that we wanted to work with Jason because we're not only doing scary music, we're not only trying to scare the player, there's other emotions we're also trying to evoke. So we needed someone who could walk that very fine line that we're trying to achieve. Yeah.
I can be
Jason
scary all
Graves did
day,
Dead Space, too.
and that's fun. But
The
what
new one or
really
the
makes
original?
it
Not the original
interesting
one.
is that
Really? He
combination
seems young.
of emotional and scary, because one sort of feeds the other. The setting of the rig in the middle of the ocean felt like the score needed to be sort of smaller
he
and
did.
dialed in. We
Ah,
sort of
remember that
split
too.
the sounds of the score in half. And one half of the score, we've got live strings and live woodwinds. You can't replace live players. These players are fantastic. And it's about the
Immediately more
emotion and the
excited for the game than he's doing
humanity.
the audio.
The other half of the score is a synthesizer and an actual sound sculpture that was built specifically for the score. I've got a friend who
Look at that
literally is a
thing.
metal
Look at that
artist.
gigantic
He ended up
theremin.
creating a sculpture which
That's
he
a really
affectionately
weird-looking sex
named
toy.
the Rig. Every surface of it
Sauce.
tap, bowed, scraped,
It's noon and I'm
or
drinking
rubbed.
coffee.
It makes all these different sounds, and they are about as non-human and non-emotionally tender or sensitive as you can get. It's the opposite end of the spectrum.
It's an emotionally complex game, and I think the
Pretentious.
music
Music
is
is
able to
great.
reflect
What are you
this
talking
with
about, Bron?
the use of.
I don't want to see how you make the music.
different
Just
families
put it in
of
my
instruments.
ears.
I do. One of my favorite
And this
documentaries I
game,
did was with
I
Jesper
think,
Kid.
is going to be another fantastic entry.
Being in his
the
his
Chinese
studio
room
and seeing all the
catalog.
different weird instruments that I've never even heard of, and I don't remember what they're called.
Great guitars.
He didn't just have guitars. He had like shit like
Our
that.
list of
and
most
it's like,
wanted
I
games on
just-
PC was
like, what are
voted
these
for by a
things?
hand-picked panel of more than 70 industry experts we inducted into a not-so-secret society called the Council. Let's hear from some of them.
It is I, Miss Mika, the Bane of Melania. I am a member of the council.
My name is Marina Hallikainen. I'm from Colossal Order.
My name is Chris
Hey,
Barassa.
I've
I'm the
interviewed
creative
him
director
multiple
at Red Hook
times.
Studios. I'm here to
Humble brag.
reveal that in addition to being a little
the Darkest
sunburnt,
Dungeon
I'm a member of the
documentary.
council.
I voted strongly for Tiny Glade and Dragon's Dogma 2.
Hey, I'm Jessica Klein from Blackbird Interactive, and I'm one of the voters who helped select the games in the PC gaming show Most Wanted.
Hello, my name is Estvan, and I'm a member of the council.
And who is on this mysterious council? It could be anyone. Even Sid Meier.
I got an Illuminati-style cloak to prove it.
Number 24, Sword of the Sea.
That was the
Games have a special capacity for movement, for
It's not that new.
Yeah, this is
empowering
from
us to move
the
in
Abzu
ways
team,
that are
Giant Squid,
graceful
former Journey
or
folks.
athletic or
This is a Marty
physically
game.
impossible. In this game's case, you're hoverboarding across magical, otherworldly terrain. And if anyone can turn gliding on a magic sword into an experience of meditative wonder,
I'm having a
it's
really
the
hard
visual
time
and
sticking with
musical
Solar
artists
Ash.
behind Abzu and
Oh my god,
Jill.
Solar Ash is good.
Just the
Dwarf
writing and
Fortress
story
is a
have
PC classic,
not caught my
famous
interest.
as a factory of
You're being a Solar
unforgettable
Ash hole.
stories.
That's your problem.
After releasing way
Dusty.
back in 2006, Dwarf Fortress finally migrated to Steam 1 year ago. Soon, the masterpiece of sandbox simulation is expanding even further with a revival of its celebrated roguelike game mode. Fresh from the mountain homes, here's an exclusive first look at the return of Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode.
This game anytime I look at Dwarf Fortress, I just feel scared.
It's overwhelming. Yeah. It's very overwhelming. It's very impressive, but very overwhelming.
Working on an artifact, and he's made Kasha Zunal
A winged potato.
a gold ring for
HBD
his
Dwarf
family.
Fortress.
But
HBD
now
indeed.
I'm going to retire this fort because I want to hold this ring in my own hand. I can make a character in adventure mode, anyone I want, even a whole party. Let's take this one. We can explore sites, fight monsters, join a faction, or go off to an
You know
old
what? You know what
fortress
other
to
game
steal
also
our ring.
overwhelmed me that I feel really stupid for
I've
being
arrived with
overwhelmed
my
by?
hippo friend.
What?
Minecraft.
Or pretending we belong here.
Minecraft is absolutely overwhelming. Are you kidding me?
Darkness.
Yeah.
And there's the workshop. Let's grab the ring.
It got even more
There's a huge
overwhelming
map
when
to
my friends
explore.
introduced me to
Adventure
mods.
mode is a great way to experience
And
the world of
you can play Pokemon
In Minecraft.
Or
Or in Dwarf Fortress.
Dwarf
Yeah,
Fortress's
yeah.
adventure mode will venture forth in the second quarter of
Jackson Jewel
2024.
donated $2. Says bribe for
Next
Marty
up in
to
our
join the
countdown,
council.
we've got another great
I would
looking
love send me
independent
that fucking robe. I'll
set
gladly
in
join
an
the council.
eerie Polish town in the 1990s.
By the way,
Holston
before I
blends
yell at
throwback
you about
pixel
it
art,
on
modern dynamic
Firelink
lighting,
next
and
Wednesday.
mixed camera perspectives that caught
I looked
the
for
eye
a
of
submission
our
link
judges.
for us to join the panel for the Game Awards voting.
I'm
There's
proud
no
of you.
such thing.
Number 23.
You gotta reach out to Healy himself.
Holston.
Throw a bottle into the sea.
You were full of shit the whole time and giving me shit.
I'm sure. I'm sure. I bet I could find one. You didn't ask me to find one.
Jeff follows me on Twitter.
DM him.
He ain't gonna be my DM.
Polish game. So, folks, the way this show is working, like the Dwarf Fortress game was not part of the top 25. They're going to be counting down the 25 games and then also doing little world premieres in the middle. Also, This game looks fucking great. This game looks like some PS1 crunch. This is Holston.
Yeah.
Polish.
I think he just said on Twitter the other day he had over 100,000 wish lists already.
That's great.
Maybe more. I don't remember.
Yeah, herbs?
I don't remember if it was 100,000 or 400,000.
That's great.
Well, Power donates $5. Says, remember, folks, it is morally and ethically correct to hate Hi-Rez for what they did to tribes and the entire Earth Siege universe IP.
I don't know what any of that means. I know who Hi-Rez is. Yeah. I don't know what any of that means after that. Thank you, Will.
This game's got indie possible game of the year material written all over it.
Looks like that good shit. Looks given some Signalis vibes.
Signalis could have used this close-up perspective in shooting.
It's interesting. It is a neat little gimmick. Or not gimmick, a mechanic. Mauskaci, ja mówi po polsku. That's all. I know very little Polish. I know how to say I speak Polish.
Is that our bird?
I do not think that was a phoenix. I think that was a dodo.
That's what we should have been our mascot. You seen those? You seen that bird that has looks straight up like a dinosaur? It's a giant bird with a giant beak.
Too spooky. Too spooky.
I don't remember what it's called. I'm gonna look it up right now. Giant bird with giant beak.
We're just riding these dudes. This is a good trailer. My one worry is I do not know what genre of video game this is. This could be any number of genres. This could be cozy. This could be multiplayer. This could be just a single-player walkabout. This could be a 3D platformer.
Chat, it's called a shoe bill.
That shoe bill out of
Nice
here.
bird, Marty.
Oh my god, we got a little Breath of the Wild.
Marty,
Bodhi.
Look up a shoe bill.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It needs to die. I don't like the shoe bill at all. I should not have looked that
I
up.
told you, look at a dinosaur.
I don't like this at all.
They're fucking huge.
SBS Guru with a €5 dono. Thank you so much. Nick should just walk on stage at the Game Awards, grab Jeff from behind, and whisper a Deets Nutshell in his ear. I feel like at this point, Jeff is ready to just murder the next person who walks on stage. So, Under a Rock. I've never even heard of this game. In this economy?
I followed it on Twitter.
Explore a world that evolution forgot in Under a Rock.
The castle
launching
just looks
in
like a
early
giant
access
turkey.
next summer.
Stop fucking looking up birds. We're doing a watch along.
The shoe bill looks crazy.
Joseph Eastham with a $2 dono. If no
brings a long
Starstruck
overdue
Vagabond, we
reimagining of the
overthrow
game
the
by a
console.
mix of after-school extracurriculars
And Majango, thank you so much for the $5 dono. The extra security at the Game Awards is literally just Jeff having a Glock. SBS Guru, that would not be a good idea.
The
See?
upcoming remake of Persona 3.
Everyone shut up. Persona's here. Nick, shut the fuck up. Persona's here.
Number
Persona
22.
Shimona.
Persona
up!
3 Reload.
Everyone shut up. Everyone chat, shut up.
PC ゲーミングショーをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。ペルソナ3リロードプロデューサーの新妻亮太です。この度は数多くのタイトルからモーストウォンテッドゲームズに本作を選んでいただき誠にありがとうございます。皆さんの大きな期待を感じられてとても嬉しいとともに、その思いに応えられるようにしなければと開発一同身が引き締まる思いです。
Then we have
ペ
decided
ル
to
ソナシリーズ
delay.
のターニングポイントとなったペルソナ3から17年。
I mean, that wouldn't be
今は
bad because
スタジオの手で
February is already
装
fucking
いを新たに
slammed.
生まれ変わったペルソナ3リロード。
Destiny moved out of there.
本作の登場キャラクターの一
Yeah,
人、
but Like a Dragon
浜田健の
and
紹介映像を
fucking Final
先日
Fantasy
公開
haven't.
しましたが
And Suicide Squad
見ていただ
Kill
け
the
ました
Justice
でしょう
League.
か。
You have time
ま
for
だ
3
見られていない方
JRPGs.
のためにも本日はこちらを皆さんと一緒に見
I
てい
gotta
きた
start
いと
reaching out
思
for
い
them
ます。
codes. Gotta get
で
them
は
early
どう
codes.
ぞ。
So, I decided to call this meeting to introduce him to the rest of the
Can't wait
squad.
to bring these nuts come into this universe too.
way.
You can't play it until you finish 5.
Okay, then I'll never play this. Very bad.
Such a good soundtrack. Such a good soundtrack.
TV special.
Huh? Wow! A spin-off with Swallow as the main character! I gotta make sure I record that! Yeah! I watch it every week without fail. But this TV special is big news. Swallow doesn't usually make much of an impression, but there's a theory that he's actually stronger than Hawk.
Gnome Depot, welcome to the Green Gang.
Heard borrowed that from a friend. I chose a long weapon so I could match the reach of an adult.
Tower Dodger, thank you so much for the $2 dono. Jeff's Nemesis, the Game Awards kids, will return. He's probably banned from California during the week of the Game Awards now.
Now's my chance. I'm catching this!
Deebs, Ken seems like a real dork. He's a child who's gone through trauma, Deebs. But he's also kind of a dork.
いかがでしたか？シーズとして活躍する初等部の少年天田健。ぜひパーティーに入れて一緒に戦ってみてください。ペルソナ3リロードはこれまでにペルソナ3をプレイしたことのある方にも初めてプレイする方にも自信を持ってより鮮明に描かれる感動をお届けいたします。ペルソナ3リロードは2024年2月2日に発売予定です。皆様に楽しんでいただけるようチーム一同頑張っていきますのでぜひご期待ください。
I like all your computers.
ありがとうございました。
You know what? Arigato gozaimasu to you as well, sir. Glibby with a $2 dono. Thank you so much. Can't wait to use the guide to max all confidants. I mean, it's pretty much the only way to actually do it. And Help PMB with a £1.99 dono. Thank you so much. On my first playthrough of P5R at the moment, Takami is Babe. That is Nick's waifu as well. Is sexy goth nurse.
No, I just like that she gets drugs.
No, you don't. These little voxel trains.
I like this trend of the voxel trains that's happening.
This is that game. This is that multiplayer game. Unrailed, I think it's called. We should play this on. Oh, we should play this on for like a game nighty thing. I've heard this is fun. Look at that big old spider. Get out of there. We're trying to build a train.
A lot of train games that just came out. Last Train Home just released. Is that like World War I train survival?
Railbound. Game? Yeah. People love their trains.
Unrailed to Steam.
Final Fantasy VI. That's got a great train. Resident Evil 0.
Station to Station. We have that.
We
one
continue
our
march through the most wanted with a game that's a truly handcrafted work of art. A stop-motion story of friendship on an alien seabed, featuring a lovingly sculpted ensemble of stranded weirdos. Let's take a look.
Glad they're not doing the goofy scripts for this one, because Devolver just knocks everybody else out of the park with them.
Yeah. Well, this game is cool too.
Oh yeah, they said it's stop motion.
More than 10 years ago, we started building tiny sets and puppets to make our game Harold Halibut.
Now, the wait is almost over. Enjoy our new trailer.
Learning about people is a kind of adventure. A way of exploring lots of little worlds that exist within the Fedora. Even if one of those little worlds looks...
Dowdodger, thank you so much for the dono. Funding goal for Nick to complete Persona 5 Royal next year.
Playing it for 2 years.
You'll find plenty
this is going to be over the course of 3 calendar years and 2 entirely different media outlets.
2 different jobs.
Too bad you can't tell me.
We will be doing our next all-day stream in December, though. Stay tuned for concrete details.
I quite wondered if maybe you'd take Harold with you.
Me? To the cave?
Yes, to investigate the source of the particles.
Humans are
oh, that's a good guess. Nick, what do you guys think number 1 is going to be?
For most anticipated in PC.
Yeah.
Witness the future of Fedora.
And remember, this is just a game that's going to be on PC. It doesn't have to be like PC-centric. Persona was on this list.
Is that Dr. Computer? You may commence stage D as discussed.
I actually don't. I didn't have like a immediate like. This is what it's going to be.
Too many things that don't add up.
It all seems a bit
maybe Stalker 2. But I feel like people soured on a little bit after recent trailers where we were absolutely right back at like E3 2022 that the game was definitely not looking that good.
Yeah, chat, I see. So I definitely think Hollow Knight's going to be on this list. I definitely think Hades 2 will be on this list. I don't think Final Fantasy 7 is going to be on this list because they haven't like officially announced the PC version yet.
By the way, he's saying he's a human.
Human.
You must understand.
Sands of Aura is a great entry in the blossoming ARPG genre, and you can play it today on Steam.
Play it today.
Suffered. Faced the corruption, ruin, and death.
Glad like ARPG
But
combat's
we have
really
also
evolving finally.
experienced beauty.
It's one of my genres that I'm really starting to enjoy a lot.
Kindness, union, and ingenuity.
Nah, they won't be announcing GTA 6 in this show.
Yet there is much left to be discovered.
This looks pretty good. Steam Deck.
Why do you keep saying deck like that?
We'll find something here worth saving.
Sands of Aura.
Now let's see some more titles from Freedom Games.
Freedom. Yeah, One Great Lance, maybe Star Wars Outlaws popping up somewhere in the list. I could see that.
Still trying to think of,
there's a G.I. Joe beat 'em up.
Still trying to think what that #1 game might be.
Yeah,
I feel like for the memes alone, it could be Silksong.
Sure.
Just because people won't shut up about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like any other like
Path of Exile. People really fucking love Path of Exile.
Yeah, groundbreaking PC game that would be next because
Hellblade 2.
Now for #1,
you're not giving any fucking options. You can't not give any options. And when I say something, go now.
I'm thinking of like PC centric developers like CD Projekt Red.
They put Persona 3 on here.
Oh.
So if they put Persona 3 on this list, you can think outside.
I guess it is the experts that chose the #1, not the community. Man, I don't know.
Django, you can't say Hellblade would be an Xbox thing if, again, Persona 3 Reload was on the PC list. If Persona 3 Reload could be on the PC list, any game that is coming to PC can be on the PC game list.
Indigo Silverbell says experts quest. I mean, they are experts. They're like developers.
It's Tim Schafer, Sid Meier, Brenda Romero, Brian Fargo. Like,
yeah. Echoes of the Plum Grove and Lost Isle on the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
I don't know if there's like
Back to you, Frankie.
Consensus on it.
2023 has been one of the best years on record for RPGs. With Baldur's Gate 3 ushering in a renaissance for classic role-playing, could there be a better time for a game set in a new universe from Ed Greenwood, creator of The Forgotten Realms? For a closer look at
Last
the
Album
upcoming
Bender,
RPG
welcome to Green
sandbox,
Gang.
we travelled to Montreal, Canada to speak with the developers of Unforetold Witchstone.
I don't know what this is.
Factions, empires, gods, they rise and they fall. The actions of individuals set the course of history. And you
said it's a new CRPG.
Are one of them.
I like the look of this. A lot of good looking CRPGs coming out that are picking a lot of stuff up from Larian combat systems and Disco Elysium type kind of choice dialogue again. Those will be the two to pull from going forward for a lot of devs.
For sure.
You've also got that Australian one coming out soon, Broken Roads.
That's right. Yeah, we played that on played the demo on stream.
That's right. What was another one that was announced just a couple months ago that was really good?
Shape fate.
Had a steampunk aesthetic to it.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
No. Hey. No, I wasn't just there.
Nick, you stop trying to give your props for everything. It's a fucking major city in Canada. A lot of people have been there. A lot of people have been to Canada.
I was trying to remember which Canadian city was that.
The aspects of the tabletop experience of RPGs that we really want to bring, the freedom is a big aspect. And not just the freedom, the sense of agency with that world. Freedom alone is cool, you can do different things, but you want that world to respond. And on tabletop, you have a game master, you have other players. There's always a response to the things you do. do. Freedom is also about creativity, feeling clever, feeling like you did things your way.
Like a tabletop RPG, players are more free to do stuff that they want to do, right? Usually in CRPGs, you'll see player being locked into certain dialogue options.
Oh yeah,
We decided
Desert,
that no, we
Lucas.
want
That
a
could
way
be up
sort
there.
of philosophically, the player
Fuck
can
that.
construct
Give me that
their own
Dokapon.
sentences.
No, not Dokapon. Doka V. God damn it.
When it
Wrong
comes
Doka.
to dialogue, we added something that's really cool and unique, which we call the influence system. And it unlocks interacting with characters, talking to them at a really cool level. So you start by determining something you want from that character, whether it's just following
New
you
Arc
around,
line.
meet you
That was a
somewhere,
CRPG
attack
that we
someone, give
covered
you
a couple months
something
ago.
they
That's
have
really
in their
good.
inventory, or join you as a companion even if you want. And then you pick an approach. How do you want to go about that? You can go sweet talk them, be charming about it. You can threaten them. You can blackmail them. You can argue with them logically.
Haley's
if
upset
you
that
have,
you
like, a
forgot
smart
about Edmonton.
character. If you're a
Nick.
cleric, maybe you can convince them it's
Roasted.
the right religious thing to do.
We decided on
Not my
turn-based
fault.
combat because
That is absolutely your
first of all,
fault.
it is
You gotta.
truer
To you, all
to
Canadian cities look the
tabletop
same. How dare you?
experience. But
How dare
also,
you?
Like
I've had a stressful
our
few weeks, man.
dialogue
Leave me
and
alone.
a lot of the choices that you make in the game, we really want
I
players
also
to
what?
have the time to reflect, sort of make the best tactical decisions.
I
even in
chose
combat.
the stress. And Anixia with the $2 dono, thank you so much. Doka Literature Club, you're onto something, Anixia. I don't know what you're onto. You're onto something.
You can find Unforetold Wildstone on Steam. It's still in development, but you can wishlist it already. And
Someone asked earlier, and I missed it. This show is planning to be 2 hours, so we're about a quarter of the way through. We'll be streaming till 2 p.m. Central. Probably won't do a post show. We'll probably just bounce after that. But tonight, Casey and Jesse are going to be streaming over on the live channel and Twitch at 7 p.m. Central.
The new Valfaris game.
Valfaris.
A world's worth of
Valfartis.
stories and hours to tell in Unforetold Witchstone,
Valfartums.
launching in early access on Steam on January 25th, 2024.
Pixel
What
Jacked.
a
I am so
moment
stoked for
RPGs are
Penny's
having,
Big
eh?
Breakaway.
You can add
gonna be
every game on our wishlist to your Steam wishlist by visiting the PC Gaming Show Steam page. Go to pcgamer.com/wishlist for a full list of every game in today's show.
Oh, well, I wonder if
Up
it's
next
that's
on our
already got
most wanted
spoilers.
list, you'll want to keep
Don't
your
spoil it.
blaster hand ready.
Be that
I'm not
guy.
going, I'm just-
In a galaxy of scoundrels,
He's
sometimes it pays to shoot
that
first.
guy.
Number 20.
Wow.
George Lucas, Star Wars is here.
That was number 20.
Casey, Ubisoft.
Hey there, I'm Ammunition. I'm a content creator, but if you couldn't tell, I'm also a huge Star Wars nerd. I'm really excited about Star Wars Outlaws. I have very high hopes for it because the Star Wars universe obviously is very cool. They're focusing on kind of more of the original trilogy era, which is very cool, but I'm also happy that they are not doing a Jedi or Force-sensitive thing, at least that's what it appears from the trailer, but rather just like a heist video game, which should be really cool. And I love seeing developers lean into single-player
Just
games
I'm scared
because not
Ubisoft
everything
will
needs to be
ruin this. Their
multiplayer,
recent
not
output's
everything
been
needs to
pretty
be
good.
online. I love
think it's
single-player
good.
stories that are crafted to be just a really good experience from start to finish.
It's single player, it's
So
not
I'm
live
really excited
service.
about it, and I hope the
Yeah.
Star Wars Outlaws is
Gets a big ol' thumbs
a
up
10
for
out
me.
of 10.
Not gonna lie, like I'm actually quite excited for that Avatar game. Just not because it's Avatar, but just because the world looks so cool to run through.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Comes out next week.
Excited for a creative next week. Fuck.
Launch day stream.
Oh God.
Me and you, Nick. Let's go. I'll watch Avatar 2 by then.
We're Wild Bastards. Is this a new Void Bastards game?
Yeah, it must be. Beastmarch with a $2 dono. Thank you so much. So she's Laura Croft meets Nathan Drake. Yeah, it's just all those little adventurers mixed mashed into one little thing. And then Nicholas, thank you so much for the $2 dono. I want to like Outlaws, but Ubisoft is Ubisoft. You know what? Maybe they're becoming UB hard now. Think about that.
I'm just wondering, I can't tell if this is like the same developer as Void Bastards and you're just trying something different. Same art
I
style.
think so, right? Yeah, it's the same art style, but it's like more like it's like Cowboy Bebop, Space Western.
It's like a roguelite.
Hey,
Instead of
man!
immersive. Yep, well, there it is.
Nope, just had to wait a little bit.
But it's a roguelike, not a roguelite. With turn-based strategy. Okay.
Finally,
Interesting.
a challenge.
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
You know what's funny is like a few years ago, like all these like narrative games, like I'm trying to get through Pentiment right now. All those narrative games and everything would have like held my attention forever, but because
what's about to
for the last few years I've been playing like a lot of roguelike games and a lot
of the fuse.
Dark Souls and all that, like very gameplay-centered games, I have a really hard time dealing with a lot of narrative now.
Yeah. I feel like you need to be in like a very special mood for it.
Yeah. So I keep trying to play. I keep trying to play Pentiment before I go to bed. And
This
then,
space
like,
western
too sleepy.
roguelike
Bad time to do that. Bad time to do that.
Bastards arise on Steam in 2024. Coming up on The Most Wanted, our exclusive on-location interviews with the development studios creating Path of Exile 2 and Homeworld 3.
Amy, wake up.
Plus, we're giving away a custom-built Intel PC. You like computers, don't you?
They're fine.
Stay tuned for your chance.
She's talking directly at you, Marty.
Let's continue
They're
our
fine.
countdown, shall we?
Although I could use a
We
better
all
one because
have
things are just not.
devils
Between my
may
computer and my internet, I'm like, I need to solve these two
From
things. In 2024, my
the
two big
digital
things are let's get a new
and
computer and let's do some good
diabolical
internet.
And, I got my 2080 Ti computer sitting here.
I don't trust your hand-me-downs.
What?
I don't want to see what sort of weird. Oh my God! Everyone, shut up! Skate story.
We got our first glimpse
Oh my God,
of
this is
Skate
absolutely a
Story
Colorado
back in
game.
2020, leaving us with fevered
This is the most
visions of a
Colorado game of the
demon
show
with
yet.
glass skin, a skateboard, and a quest to swallow the moon. Pairing a vivid afterlife realm with the acrobatic and
Marty
dangerous
would be a
play
fan
of
of PCs and be
skateboarding
in the power of a
seems
2080
like the
Ti.
perfect thematic
He wouldn't know what to do
Our
with it.
most wanted experts.
I'm now
are
a stakeholder in a
desperate to
business
land
that
an
runs on
unholy
PCs,
heel
so
flick in the underworld.
I've been forced to financially care about them. Wait a minute, where is it already gone?
Now,
I'm back.
as we all know,
Skate story,
pirates have
come
two
back.
great weaknesses: scurvy and poor infrastructure. But in this up-and-coming city builder, the true pirate utopia is yours to build, ensuring the golden age of piracy lives on.
Pure soul.
Coming in 2024,
Colorado
here's
game.
the world premiere.
You know what, a
Republic.
Colorado game is whatever you want it to be.
There's a specific smell to a Colorado game.
There is a specific smell to a Colorado game. Yeah.
Pirate City. Yes.
Hard.
I like this. Can we just get a new Empire Earth? Like, that's all I want. And not, like, Empire Earth 3 was bad. I want Empire 4. I want it to be good.
You can have whatever you want. It's your special day.
Okay. Sierra Entertainment would have to come back for me to get it, but yeah. That can happen. Embracer, where you at? Oh wait, that's right. You started right off a Forge to make time floaters, and now you're shutting them down.
Ah, anger. This is not a Colorado game. No, not at all.
It could be.
I mean, anything could be a Colorado game.
Republic of Pirates.
This is not. That's not. There's too much. You gotta concentrate too much on this. Colorado games are all about the vibes. I don't know what is happening in this. This is definitely not a Colorado game.
John Wick, but pixel. Oh,
that didn't go well. Thank you so much for the dono. Darwin's Dummy, Pirate City Builder, perfectly square roads. There you go. And SPS Guru, thank you for the dono. Have any of you played Earth 2150? I have not. I don't know what Earth 2150 is.
Know what that is.
What's Earth up to in 2150?
Earth is still around in 2150.
That'd be a bold. That'd be pretty bold of Earth to still be around. What? I have no idea what this is.
To add some mega corporate espionage to your Steam wishlist, find DataJack 2020 on the PC Gaming Show Steam page at pcgamer.com/wishlist. The Most Wanted continues with the first strategy game selected by our panel of judges. Menace is coming to us from Hooded Horse, a specialty strategy publisher, and Overhyped Studios, the folks who made the gritty tactical medieval game Battle Brothers. Now they're trading low fantasy for the far future in their first 3D game. Get ready to give those aliens hell, but not too quickly, as this is a turn-based game.
Bye, Skate Story.
Number 18, Menace.
Ooh, I'm excited for this one. I told Jumbly in the early chat today, like, I'll be streaming and checking out probably a bunch of RTS games next year, because there's a lot of really good ones coming.
There you go. We have a deficiency in RTS coverage, so I'm glad you're picking that up.
Well, this one's turn-based tactical RPG.
Oh, we're already done. We're done with the chat.
Fuck.
That was cool. You know what? If they had to run through Skate Story, they got to run through this. Is Chia more Chia? Chia coming to Steam? Friendship with Epic over. Steam new best friend. Oh, I bet that Warhammer game will be here. What's that Warhammer Gears of War or Warhammer / Mob? Warhammer 40k slashies. Space Marine 2. Thank you.
Check your Slack.
Rip. Oh no. You can start a new one.
Yeah, they're using my email.
That's fine.
The world as we know it is dead.
Ooh, I like this art style.
But with every death, new life blossoms. A life crying out into the void.
It's been a good show so far. A lot of good-looking games are showing off.
Yeah, there was like 5 games in a row that were Marty games.
I don't think there's any big game so far that I was like, that doesn't look good.
And continues to rise above any and all. Life that burns.
I have the stream on my screen in theater mode. And as soon as I said that, I looked down at the chat for 1 second, like I forgot to hide it. Worst show ever. Nothing pleases these people. Not in our chat. I'm watching the PC Gamer show.
You've been great, chat.
Is in the cards.
Hive. Another deck builder. Ooh, Critical Reflex.
I'm sick that day. I can't play that one.
Up next, one of our favorite studios, Obsidian, is
You
expanding
like deck
Pillars of
builders if you gave them a
Eternity
shot.
into a first-person RPG.
You like
called
Marvel
Avowed.
Snap? What are you talking?
One of the things
I don't like Marvel
that's
Snap anymore.
about
Friendship with
Avowed
Marvel
is
Snap
that it
over.
specifically
Squeaky Games' new
isn't
best friend.
setting out to put you in a sprawling sandbox.
Traitor.
But something more
The problem is I only like Marvel Snap because I like
studios'
Marvel.
sci-fi
If it was anything else on it, I've talked about this with games.
And here's
Like I don't
another
like
gameplay
Dynasty
reveal
Warrior
trailer
kind of
showed
games, but I like them when you put
flintlock pistols.
some Persona or some
I'll say it
Zelda
again.
sprinkling on
You
them.
might be living in the best moment for RPGs.
Streaming us at 1080p, right?
Number 17.
Avowed.
Hey.
See, if an Xbox Game Studios game can be on this list, anything can be
because
on
of the
this
studio
list.
making it, Obsidian. From Fallout New Vegas to The Outer Worlds,
know what
they've
it is
shown us
with
they know
their
how to make an RPG
PC
that
gamer
I'm
streams,
gonna
but
love. When I was
always-
watching the
I don't think
gameplay
they set the
trailer,
bitrate
I was
right,
seeing all
'cause
these
they're always
flashy
not
weapons and cool
crystal
spells.
clear what they
and
Your
these
bit rates. You're mad at
dungeons.
Yahtzee about his
No,
bit
it's
rate.
noticeable.
You're
The
mad
Elder
at
Scrolls in
PC
there,
Gamer.
but
You're
Obsidian
the king of the bit
They
rates.
always do.
Yahtzee's
So I'm looking forward to probably
streaming at what,
crafting
1080p and
big,
outputting
beautiful
720.
storytelling, big set pieces, and a gorgeous, dangerous world to explore. And I'm gonna sink my teeth into it.
I hope Xbox really takes their time with that.
The Living Lands await in Avowed, coming sometime next year. Now, one of the cool things about PC games is that it's the platform for the eccentric and the experimental. This is the platform where unconventional games about hypnospace detectives or city builders on space wells are born.
Nah, I got you.
Where
Andrew
Farming
Hickenbottom.
Simulator has its own esports scene. Our next game is in that same legacy of weirdness, but with plenty of interesting ideas underneath an art house exterior. Indica is a meditation on religion and authority, following a nun's existential journey with the
Play
devil
the
by
nun?
her side. Let's see what kind
On
of
an
trouble the game's
existential
creators
journey?
in Kazakhstan are getting.
None of it. I'm having none of this.
That's a
Get
good
it?
title
Get
for
it?
this game.
Little nun joke.
Don't be surprised if they steal
Tell
that.
you about Indica.
Has there ever been a game you play as a nun?
Who is she?
There's been a lot of action shows recently about nuns who do various combats.
Nun. A rather plain one, if you
Weird.
ask
In her
me.
face. What is happening?
She prays a lot, works hard. Really hard. Goodness. She even finds some time to chat with, what do you call it? Chot. Poor girl.
What the hell is this?
Of all the
It's just smoking
boring
weed.
places.
Yeah,
Colorado
Indica.
you want to go to.
Yeah, Indica. Literally named after a Colorado game.
Oh, 11-bit is working on this. Interesting.
Yeah, I remember this was announced a little while ago.
It was?
Yeah. It's very, its key art is very, it pops.
All right. Somehow I missed that one.
Indica.
Indica arrives on PC in early 2024. Next, we've got a new game in a genre that
it just didn't
continues
focus the
to
camera, that's
evolve
why it's
and
bugging me.
grow. The Extraction Shooter. Hawked is a colourful comic-style PvPvE game where players deploy to a stylish island called Exile to battle lizardmen and fellow mercenaries for the treasures of a lost world. Now playable in early access on Steam, here's a fresh look at Hawked.
Yeah, I was getting emails about this. This one actually looks fun.
Someone in a million, renegade look in the store. Gonna make all my billions, but there's wolves at the door. This is what legends are made. This is what we made the grade. Gotta be number one. Snakes on my trail, but the damage is done. Man, it feels good to be bad. Ran all this way, so stay mad. Hey, this is my lifestyle. Yeah, I'm living in exile. Now my head's underwater. Bring me back to the light. It's too late to cash out, yeah, but I'm coming in hot. Life on the line, fortune is mine. Last chance to fire my shot. Ow.
Yeah. I mean, the art style for Fortnite works. That's why people keep using it. Yeah. I don't know. This one does like the PvPvE stuff.
Yeah.
Extraction games are fun if they do them right. Just full on adrenaline rush throughout the entire game. Might give this one a go. It's pretty quiet.
Straw.
I didn't realize how big of a showdown this guy was.
Yeah. That game was, maybe that gave me a giant splash the first E3 debut.
Yeah, it's only, it just keeps growing. Let me go back and try. I haven't played it in a couple years.
Who is this little crystal man? He seems so angry.
That didn't tell me anything. Bad trailer. Bad.
Hawked is playable now in early access ahead of its full launch next year on PC and console. To claim free in-game items and premium currency,
I mean, I think that was just a
new
teasing trailer or something. Yeah.
Don't miss your chance. Make sure you drop into Exile with a full loadout for the full release of Hawked coming in 2024.
The only Extraction shooter I'm
Next
not
on the
happy
most
got
wanted
shut down was
countdown,
that one from
Dragon's
Jaeger.
Dogma devotees finally get their wish with a long-awaited
Forget the name of it.
sequel.
That's probably why it shut down.
Not great.
It was pretty fun though.
Number 16.
Dragon's Dogma.
Dogma 2.
I'm hoping I actually like this one because I can't. As much as I should like the first one,
in open world
for some reason the
First
world
one's
just
real-
doesn't do it for
First
me.
one is real rough around the edges, and this seems like it's finally delivering all those promises.
Capcom has shown just how good it is at creating these mixed action and fantasy RPGs with recent entries in the Monster Hunter series. And Dragon's Dogma 2 looks to continue that trend.
The PG-13
Fresh crop
stream.
of climbable chimeras and
Ooh,
a
hubba,
bounty
hubba.
of befriendable horns. The endless chain stretches on in Dragon's Dogma 2.
Bye, Dragon's Dogma.
With Dragon's Dogma 2, we're 10 games deep into the most wanted, and things are about to get a lot colder. In 2018, Frostpunk won wide praise as a chillingly bleak city builder. In a sequel set 30 years later, new factions arise as resurgent humanity faces its new greatest threat, itself. Let's hear from the game developer in Poland, 11-Bit Studios.
Shout out to Poland.
it. You need to play the Invincible.
Number 15, Frostpunk.
Yeah,
2.
I have that on my Steam Deck. I haven't jumped in yet.
I'm surprised this isn't higher up in their most anticipated. It's
survived
a
the
huge
storm.
game on PC. This one looks really good. Definitely be playing this. Another strategy game I'll be playing on stream probably.
But it changed us. Mere survival was no longer enough. We kept expanding.
You know what book series I'm surprised, or I guess it's just maybe I don't know if there's a sequel or not, but it never got adapted into like a movie or game.
What's that?
City of Embers.
Dreaming different futures.
I don't know what that is.
It's really didn't read it in school. So like about the civilization that moved underground.
It did get adapted to a movie with Saoirse Ronan and Bill Murray.
I'm
I literally saw this movie.
Shit, you did.
Yeah. What? In 2008.
That's a 6.4?
Also, I didn't read it in school because it fucking came out when I went to college.
Teaser of Frostpunk 2. And as you can clearly see, a lot has changed since the first game, especially the scale
I did
of
see
our
this in
city.
theaters, I remember.
But what remains the same is harsh post-apocalyptic atmosphere
Wasn't very good.
that hopefully will resonate with you once again. Stay tuned for more.
Shout out to Saoirse
because
Ronan,
The
though.
gameplay trailer for Frostpunk 2 is just around the corner.
Look at that man in his goggles.
How did I not know that was a movie?
I don't know. You're too busy reading books. Hey, Demon School.
Except for this one too.
I'm Brandon Sheffield, the creative director of Demon School, and I want to tell you about our tactical battle
Probably
system.
didn't see it because that was about the
This
time
is
the
the
Aragon
planning phase
movie
where
came
we'll
out.
plot our movements,
and
which can be
that already
rewound at
soured
any
me on
time.
book movies.
Characters can only move in straight lines or side steps,
But hey, that
like
Disney
if you
Plus
combined
series.
a king and a knight in chess. You attack enemies by running straight into them.
This
You
guy,
can
I've
see
gotten to
faded
play a demo of
1
this
point
game
of
chat,
damage.
and it's really cool. It
Namako doesn't
reminds me
do
of
damage,
Persona
but
1 and
still
2 / early
enemies
SMT
reducing their
games.
defense.
With
Now
a
for
little
other
more
damage
sort
dealer
of
Destin hits this demon,
tactical
he'll do 2
battles.
points of damage.
Cool shit.
But we can take this further. If Newt, our healer, heals a character with full health, they get an attack buff. Destin now does 4 points of damage to this enemy. You can also do combos by pushing or pulling an enemy into another friendly character, as Namako and Faye are doing here. Once you're happy with your choices, you start the action phase and watch it go. These are the main puzzle pieces you'll be working with, but there are 15 characters, each with their own unique abilities for you to discover. You can also study new techniques, improve your relationships,
You gotta
fight
stop
huge
saying
bosses,
that-
and
saying it
unravel
like
the
that.
mystery of why demons are breaking through to the human world on this mysterious
Sounds it.
island. We hope you
Prove
enjoy
me
it.
wrong.
I can't. I guess I can't.
That's how Gabe says it.
Newell?
Yeah. Didn't you watch the Half-Life documentary?
How come Yahtzee's not doing any stream series with Gabe Newell?
I don't know. That's what
That was
we
a little
should,
Yahtzee Gabe joke.
That's what we
That was
should
a little
do.
Yahtzee Gabe joke.
Every time somebody asks that, we should like he won't. He just won't do it.
Spook him up.
His eyes just rolled back. No, I have a dark web. No, I don't.
Fuck yeah.
I don't want them to watch. No.
Do not leave. Stream. We are watching you. Stream. We are in
Oh, this is Dark Web Streamer. I just added this game to my wish list earlier today.
Stream. Stream. Stream.
This feels too real.
Stream your death.
Oh. Looks like a spook 'em up. We got ourselves a spook 'em up.
That's Seizure the game.
Next, with the only game on the most wanted list that's available now in early access, a team of retro shooter specialists are asking an important question. What if Bloodborne played like Thief if Thief had a pump shotgun? From New Blood Interactive, here's our latest look at
Hey.
Gloomwood, featuring its upcoming Underport area and
More
introducing us to the terrifying Crowman.
It's one of those games that Yahtzee's definitely gonna
Number
review.
14, Gloomwood.
Tower Dodger, the streaming game is what I live through every week. This game is looking better and better every time they show a new trailer for it.
Gloomier and woodier.
We shared it in the indie showcase 3 years ago. It was a little rough around the edges then, but it keeps looking better.
Ah!
No.
Spook 'em ups.
God, I gotta hide the PC gamer chat. Every time I look at it, it's just stupid things.
Gloomwood opens the gates to the
PS1
Underport
graphics.
District in early 2024 with more early access updates to follow. Newegg is, of course, one of our favourite places to find upgrades, and later in the show, we'll be sharing some recommendations in our holiday wish list.
1,170
But we've also
watching
partnered
with
with
us.
Newegg
Welcome.
to build
all.
Wait, am I reading this?
While they're giving an ad, we'll give you an ad.
We bought an
Go
egg-shaped
sign up to
computer.
the second one Patreon if you'd like to support what we do. Is we're fan-funded, employee-owned. And there's 10 of us that need your support full time.
Also, support your local Pizza Hut, because Pizza Hut, home of the Bigfoot Pizza.
No. Support your local pizzerias. Get out of here, Pizza Hut.
Domino's. We got it. We
No,
got little
that's not
tiles,
on
and they
my
got
ad.
dots on them.
To be fair, I did just order Domino's the other day.
Why don't you support your local pizzeria? I put my
Because
money
it's
where my mouth is.
Everything I want
I
is
go to
they don't deliver to me.
Salvatore's
They're all down in Kansas City,
Pizzeria.
like 30 minutes away.
4 locations in the Madison metropolitan area. Ooh.
Head to
Hey, he's
pcgamer.com
nuts. Heard
/egg
it.
to watch the full video. The next game on the Most Wanted would probably rank higher if we knew a
Oh, did we get a
single
Ko-Fi
thing
donut?
about
Yeah,
it.
Joko.
I mean, it's a
Joko, thank you so
after
much
the release of
for
Grand Theft Auto 5, and GTA
the
Online is
Ko-Fi
still clearing
dono.
$500
Happy
billion
December to you too as well.
year. How the hell do you follow that? And how scared
You did
should we
not miss
be
the
of the
Path of Exile
answer?
2 yet.
Let's hear from our
Moose
voting
Sodia.
panel on how GTA 6 earned
Amy,
its
wake up.
position in our countdown.
Number 13.
What?
What?
This
This isn't a real
Can't be
game.
anticipated for you.
What?
It's not even there.
Yo,
Okay,
what's
all
up,
bets
guys?
are off then.
I'm
Fake.
Wes Band, and I just wanted to share with you guys how
This is also
incredibly
definitely not
excited
coming out
I am
next
for
year.
Grand
His
Theft
cat's
Auto
licking
6.
his butthole.
Personal pick for the PC gaming show Most Wanted has
That's
to
what
be
his
Grand
cat thought
Theft
about
Auto
that.
6 because at this point it has been
I hope it's
about
not called Grand Theft
10
Auto 6.
years.
I hope they
10
call
years
it
since
something
Grand
else.
Theft Auto 5.
Storylines are always absolutely fantastic.
They are absolutely not
cat's
going to
still
show
licking
you
his
footage.
butthole.
Franchises of
Chat, do
all
not worry.
time.
They're not going to show anything
Excited
to
to
the
dive
game.
into a new immersive world. New
Nick, just
cities,
let the
new
cat lick its
surroundings.
asshole.
It's still doing
The amount
it.
of things that
Let
you
the
can do in this
cat
open world sandbox
taste
and
that balloon
whether you just wanna
knot.
screw around.
Rockstar recently acquired CFX, which is the company that own 5M, and that is where NoPixel is hosted, and NoPixel is one of my favorite GTA
I know that's what cats
roleplay
do.
servers.
I hope you guys are
Oh, there we
excited
go.
as I
Yeah, they
am.
dig-
I
they
think
dig in
Rockstar
there.
has a lot of
Mark
hype
Eister,
around it right
thank
now.
you so
I'm
much
very
for the
excited
dono.
to see what
GTA
I hope you guys enjoy it when the
666.
game comes out.
I didn't mean to say 6 that many times. That was the devil number.
Mark Eister donated us 250 PHP characters.
No, I believe those are shekels.
I'd rather believe they're just PHP characters.
What does that even mean?
Code. 250 lines of code.
Oh no, Philippine pesos. Sorry, not shekels.
No, it's
My
code.
apologies.
That cat cook. Hey, we have more subscribers than PC Gamer already. I just realized that.
Darwin's Dummy, thank you so much for the $2 dono. Grand Theft Balloon Knot.
I'm never gonna look at a balloon the same way again, Marty.
I'm never gonna look at a cat's asshole the same
Why?
way again. Dollar Dodger with a $1.99 dono, thank you so much. Cat Hygiene stole the stream.
God. So you ruined cat.
Scatterbrain Jane, I've never had it. Sounds great though. Next time I'm in the Racine area.
You can't even.
I'm getting pizza recos on stream.
Oh.
If anyone has any South Central Wisconsin pizza recos, give them to me.
If you go to Kansas City, go to Buffalo State Pizza.
Go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
No.
Home of the spicy little chicken nugs.
A land in need of a leader. My time has come. Medieval stuff, I like. Nope, don't like.
You love surviving. There's one thing I love more than surviving. It's dust settlements.
I don't like building anything in games. Tears of the Kingdom.
Get the fuck out of here. Did you see that wolf? Malaklips. Welcome to Tip Jar. Thank you so much, Malaklips.
Hey, Witcher music. I'm back in. Rebel. I'm back.
They didn't use the fucking Oxford comma. That's the only reason you liked it. Savages.
Don't like the logo. I'm back out.
George Lucas wants to know if this is one of those weirdo games that lets Nick marry his son's widow.
Shit.
I roasted.
Top of the Crown's Tyranny in Valorant,
Context
coming
for
to
all you
early
new
access
people.
in
Don't
December.
let me
No
play
context.
Crusader Kings.
No
This
context.
game
Just
rounds
that.
out a killer combo
Weird
of
things
high
happen.
profile
Schmeals, thank you so much for the 6 shekels. Those are shekels. My
Ready?
apologies.
Fight.
Thank you, Schmeals. What is it?
Number 12.
Tekken 8?
Tekken 8.
They made an 8 Tekken?
Can't even play this game with a keyboard.
Casey, wake up. They got a new Tekken coming. King, he's
It's been
here.
more than
This is
6
fake news.
years
You
since
can't play it with a
Tekken last
keyboard.
entered the ring on PC, and we're more than ready for a rematch. With revised fighting mechanics going all in on aggression and 32 characters to try before you settle on the guy with the leopard head, Tekken 8 weighs in right in the middle of our most wanted list.
Has every most wanted game been a AAA game?
We're moving forward in our
Triple
rankings
H
with
game?
a sequel to a Metroidvania favorite.
No, Skate
We're
Story.
talking, of course, about Hollow
Hey,
Knight
Hollow Knight's-
Silksong.
Everyone,
Hey,
Hollow Knight's
Frankie,
here.
I think
No,
you
not this guy.
back up on this one.
Hi, Sean.
Be nice, be positive.
How did you
You told everyone
do
else to be
that?
positive. You have to
Well,
be
you know,
positive.
it's PC Gaming Show tradition to have us like orbiting in a space frigate or in an underground facility. So, I just started calling around.
You video called a World War II bunker?
Chat. That's,
did.
I'm glad
My
I hid the
powers
chat
were
there
great.
before this.
So was my excitement for Hollow Knight Silksong.
Oh no. Oh no, they didn't show anything.
Number 11.
No, we're here now.
Oh, there we
Hollow
go.
Knight Silksong.
They're still not going to show anything.
Yeah, they're not going to show anything though.
Y'all.
Allow me to share 3
Oh,
reasons
no.
why I'm excited for Hollow Knight Silksong. First, the graphics. I adore the original Hollow Knight art style, and they're giving me more, but elevating it with more detail and layering. 2, combat in motion. The original Hollow Knight somehow was able to blend super fast, snappy movement with slow, chunky Souls-like combat.
Casey said Hollow Knight is so number one that they gave it 2 of them.
That allow you to dance around your enemies and jump around the environment. It makes me really excited for the second-to-second experience. But the third and the biggest reason is exploration. Team Cherry are masters of this. There would be a ledge in the original Hollow Knight that when I finally was able to get there would be hours of content behind there, or new bosses, or new enemies, or entirely new zones. And it's that exact combination of a beautiful game that's fun and second-to-second gameplay that rewards my exploration. Oh, I literally can't wait for Silksong.
Jomo Slimo 20 knock. This is since they already did
Thanks for your
GTA
Silksong
6. Number 1 is
expertise,
The Witcher 4.
What began as
It
a
better
spin-off
not be. We have
expansion
no idea
to
what it
Team
is.
Cherry's beloved Metroidvania
We don't
is
know
now
what
one of
GTA
our
6
most
is.
sought
I mean, it could
after
be
titles.
like Mass Effect or
Assuming it leaves hiding someday.
Dragon's Age.
Before we move forward with more previews, we want your input.
Nick,
And
you
we're
have
offering
you've
a
given
free
0
guide
suggestions.
tool.
You just keep saying
Follow
no,
the QR code
no.
on screen and
It's
complete
gonna
our
be
free
Halo.
Metroidvania survey,
you think
and you can
BioWare
win
has
a
enough goodwill to be
custom-built
number
AC
1?
Mirage gaming PC powered
I
by
think
an
Mass
Intel
Effect
Core
does.
i9-14900
After Andromeda?
CPU. And now, a
And Anthem?
world premiere.
I think people are excited for Mass Effect. Yeah, I think people are very excited for the next Mass Effect.
2 people have been reported missing. A male and a female were last seen heading to the forest 2 days
Everyone
ago.
shut up. It's a spook month.
18 has not been seen since September 24th. We had a chance to speak with the mother.
It's been 3 years since he's been missing.
There are a lot of rumors about the lake. Do you personally believe that there's something sinister hiding in there? No, of course not. People love ghost stories, but in the end, they're just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories.
Yes, give me spooky like the game. Right, no new details about Hollow Knight. Great. 10 out of 10. Looks wonderful. Humane Shield, $1.99 dono. I'm not going to read your dono, Humane Shield, because it's mean. Don't be mean to strangers on the internet. Even if you're trying to be nice to our own Jack Packard. Folks just out there doing their job.
Yes. Hey, a me game. I've been watching this one on Twitter. I like the look of it. It's generic shooter number 1002 for most people in this stream, probably, but I have a lot of friends that we like to play these games together.
Bang, bang.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint just got a really good first-person mod that like completely changes the game. It's really fun. I don't know if they needed the word warfare in the title. Just call it.
This is a real default title.
Yeah, Yahtzee's gonna have fun with that title.
Yahtzee's never gonna speak about
We're
that
nearing
game.
the heavy hitters, selected by our panel of industry experts as their top 10 most wanted games. But first, a fresh look at the gun fu gameplay of Spine.
Redline has your combat AI. I have to warn you that pressing the wrong floor may lead to
Spine?
Spine?
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
she does have like a
Who the fuck are you? Cool thing in her spine. Oh, this
I
is
like
neat.
the look of this.
Doesn't look like video game though.
Early in.
Oh yeah, early access in-game cutscenes. Yeah.
No, this is real gameplay footage. What do you mean, Marty? This is exactly how the game's gonna look. Don't you know?
Oh no! Yeah, knocked out a window.
Oh. Hey, that. No, it's still there. This is what the game is, though. I'm excited for it. Like kung fu shooters. Slash shoot. Okay, I'll pay attention to that. Looks like a more interesting Wanted Dead.
Nothing's more interesting. My God.
Spine is coming soon.
Wanted Dead is a million things. Not interesting is not one of them.
No, it's interesting.
Starting our top 10
I tried to play it. It was too janky for
you
me.
stick around all the way to the number
gotta
one
embrace
game
the
on our
jank.
list to see some exclusive gameplay footage. But before that, here's a message from our friends at PC Game Pass.
Speaking of games, maybe try Wanted Dead again. I'll go back to it. I tried to play it on the Steam Deck. Not good. You can play it on
No.
powerful.
That's I'm good. I promise that game's probably not optimized for the Steam Deck.
No, it ran okay, and there was just like
Oh, did
so
it?
much going on. Like the screen's too small to really do anything.
Then Humane Shield, back in the $1.99 dono. Marty, fair point. Jack sponsor ads are awesome. Completely agree. Jack takes sponsored ads and he jacks them.
For its
He
first
jacks all over them,
post-Destiny
and it's
release,
great.
Bungie's taking a walk back through time for our first entry in the most wanted top 10. Wielding 30 years of sharpened shooter design, the studio is busy carving a new extraction shooter from the series that paved the way for Halo. So far, we haven't seen much of Marathon,
Oh.
but its mix of rampant AIs, mysterious alien proprietors,
Nick
noble
zoning out.
space entertainment,
Host
and
says Halo. Nick,
high-saturation
huh?
firefights are more than enough to earn slot number 10. Here's a special message from the studio.
I'm excited for Marathon, whatever it's gonna be.
Number
the art
10.
design is gorgeous.
Yeah,
Marathon.
Can at least expect a very competent, fun shooter. Just, I'm not sure if it's gonna be my thing or not.
Hello, I'm Christopher Barrett, franchise game director on Marathon. We're incredibly humbled by the reception Marathon has received since its announcement earlier this year.
Still want
Being
Buddy to
voted
get
one
back
of the
to
most anticipated
single-player
games on
campaign.
PC is
Same.
an honor which absolutely motivates everyone on the project. The whole team's hard at work right now, building Bungie's take on the extraction shooter genre. And the next time you hear from us, we'll have a lot more to show, including gameplay. Thank you.
Bye.
To be
I
fair to Bungie on
genuinely
extraction
cannot wait for that
gameplay,
one.
like their
Right,
Gambit
let's
mode in
keep
Destiny is
things
actually a lot
moving
of
with a
fun.
couple
That's
more
basically
trailers.
extraction.
My creation has gone rogue.
Rogue Frankenstein.
Marty game.
I don't know if this is a Marty game. Too many menus. This might be too many menus. Visually, it's a Marty game. I don't know what's going on with this board.
You know what game I tried that I was really hoping I would love and just didn't stick with was Last Case of Benedict Fox.
Oh, dude, I never even played that game. I was so excited when it was revealed, and then it came to Game Pass, and I was like, "Boop."
It's I think they've been fixing it. I'll try it again at some point. It's just very rough around the edges when I tried it.
Yeah.
I am the master artist.
Yeah, this looks like you make your own roadmap. It's neat.
And I am in control.
George Lucas, we reviewed Thirsty Suitors back on 3MR. I think the review's gone now.
That does not exist because it was on the 3MR channel.
To explore a world filled with wonder, mystery, and some of these things. And then slap them. Just slap it all. Except these. Best to make a home for yourself, but not just yourself. After all, if you're gonna make it on this planet, you need all the help you can get.
Crashlands 2 drops onto Steam in 2024. At number 9 on the Most Wanted is the product of a simple design philosophy. If you look hard enough, you can always find somewhere to put another skill tree, even if you end up making a second game in the
Path of
process.
Exile.
Warm up that left mouse button because we're about to show you some Path of Exile 2.
Amy, wake up. Path
We
of Exile.
travelled all the way
just shot
to
out of
New
bed
Zealand
like
to speak with the team,
meme of
climbing
Squidward.
the highest mountains to visit their studio in Auckland.
Number 9.
Never Path of Exile 2.
Exile
Alright, now I have
2.
no idea what number 1's gonna be. I thought this would be at least in the top 5. Where's Starstruck Vagabond?
It seems the
We
old
didn't get
ways still
invited.
hold
Yeah, we gotta.
some
We're
power.
working on stuff for it. Spring 2024. Starstruck Vagabond can go wishlist it on Steam, so we can promote it now. This looks so good. I'm so excited for this game. This makes Diablo 4's combat look last gen.
Oh no!
Ooh, New Zealand. I'm gonna go there. Invite me out to do a documentary on Path of Exile. I'm gonna go film the Hobbits. I think I could even find Mordor if I look hard enough.
There you go.
Path of Exile 2 is basically our next generation action RPG. And one of the things we really wanted to make sure that we were doing with it is to make the action combat
Jason Gallagher.
really, really
That's
excellent.
a good
We just wanna
call
make
for
sure
number
that
1.
anyone playing the
Judas.
game, you can play it like an action
Even though I
game.
know
Feels
nothing about it.
fun to play. We've added things like dodge rolls.
Grand Theft Auto
and,
6 was on this
attack
list.
cancels
That's
and
right.
things like this.
Now I
And it
have
just
no
makes
idea
the-
what's
the-
gonna
the
be
game
there.
just
Judas,
a lot
that's
better.
Judas is a
I'm
real
just
good
wondering
pull
if
for
anything
number
else
1.
is based on
Cyberpunk
the
2 will
sequel
be
of
number
Path of
1.
Exile.
One thing in particular that sets Path of
Why
Exile
not?
apart is obviously the depth.
GTA
but
7.
in the itemization.
Dick
systems,
Earthquake, where's
crafting
Amy? It is 4 in the morning, I
but
believe,
also
for
the
Amy.
sheer
So
number
I
of
think
quantity of
hopefully
monsters, encounters. Like we have over a decade of content that is going to be available in Path of Exile 2 as well.
For Path of Exile 2, we really want to keep the mechanics from Path of Exile 1 that are great.
Now, they
but
already
we
did
can
Hollow Knight
now
Silk
have
Song
the
1 and
opportunity
Loki was
to
number 11.
rebuild them or restructure them in a way that is easier to understand and much more accessible for someone coming at it for the first time, and keep that depth there, either hidden away or much more natural to understand.
No, like
I think
you
there's
said,
a
it'll be
big
the
difference
prequel of
between
Cyberpunk
depth and
2077,
complexity. Path of Exile 2 in some
2069.
ways is less complicated than Path of Exile 1 because
I'm gonna go to the
we've
bathroom.
simplified the sort of technical
Don't leave me
complexity
here
around
alone,
doing
that's a
things
bad
like
idea.
the way you socket skills and things like that to make it easier to understand.
I can make all the
but at the
jokes
same
I want
time,
without
we're
Marty
making sure that we keep all
interjecting.
the depth in terms of character
also
options
make
and
fun of
things
the
that you can
broken
do.
closet
So
door.
everything is still there as far as like what can I do to
We
build
put
a
all that
character.
work into
It's
the-
just that it is easier to
that,
do so because you don't have
Lost
to
in
be
Time
worrying, for
video,
example, about when you're
including
changing your
having a
items that you're
broken
going to
closet
break
door
the
in there
way
at
your
my
skills are
request.
working and things like that. So
Never
I think
can't
that
use it again.
actually new and regular players can tolerate a lot of depth. It's the complexity that we want to try and avoid. The dodge roll actually
How about those refs
we
last
really
night?
wanted to be able to find a way
and
to
the
having some skills that took longer to do than other skills. But the problem with that is the skills feel really terrible if you start them
asshole of
and
an
you can't
announcer.
get out of them. So we really needed a way to make that interruption
Multiple
be
hits
possible.
on the numbers
and
and
the
the
dodge roll
boards.
is a really great way
It's
to
the
do
players'
it.
faults.
We actually already had a philosophy for Path of Exile 2 boss design where we wanted to make sure that everything was dodgeable. But previously we were just doing that by running around. But I think the dodge roll has actually changed a lot of things, especially because now that you can expect a player to be able to do that, it means that we can have the expectation and the balance as well.
We've done fresh design on everything. We've taken some elements from Here We Won in terms of monsters, specific monsters, and brought them over because they were fun to play. Like, why not replicate something that is still fun to play? But of course, it's full fresh coat of paint. There are definitely new systems. I'd say a lot of the monsters are faster, for example, which is where dodge roll helps to come into play. We have
they're still talking about Path of Exile.
systems that allow the monsters to do skills while they're performing another skill, much like how a player can dodge roll.
And they actually have things to show on like a lot of the other games.
We have a lot more monsters doing interactions with the environment.
Fading
it says
in
you're
and out.
fading in and out.
It's probably because I keep looking back over the stream to look at chat.
Like in one of our areas,
Stop
we
it.
have
From the microphone.
riding on top of another monster.
Stop it. Chat, stop saying such interesting things.
There's a lot of
Did you read Dower Dodgers, though? No? Cyberpunk Phantom Nut?
Skill system works. So with something like the Mercenary now, we're developing how crossbows should work. We kind of really looked at that and thought, okay, how can we make crossbows just feel completely different than bows? You know, if you look at a shooter, it's like pistols and shotguns and things like that. Like, what about those makes them different from each other? And so therefore,
Switch 2 will be
makes
the number one
whole
most
experience
anticipated
just
thing
feel
on
so
the PC
different
Gamer
than what a
Show.
bow feels
Yes,
like now.
yes,
You know, you want to like pull the trigger and it
Better
instantly
be.
fires. You know, that kind of instant response type of thing. And I think that as we approach each different character class, we're thinking like, how can we make the skills here feel so different than every other class?
For a lot of the really unique
What was
skill
that?
sets,
That a
like
giant
the
crossbow?
crossbows,
Oh, yeah.
which are almost basically guns, there's a lot of work that's been done in other games to make those feel great that we had the opportunity to bring into Path of Exile, and there's a lot of lessons of what works well in a shooter that can work well in an ARPG if you do the work, get the animations right, get the timing right. We've done a lot of core system changes to make it so that it feels like you've got as much control as you would in a shooter-focused game. There's a lot of what have other games done well that we can bring into Path of Exile that no ARPG is really built on, because they don't have the crazy level of skill variety that we ended up having.
So we've got a live stream later today where we're going to be showing off 2 of our character classes. We're really deep diving into the mechanics.
Amy, wake up a live
we're
stream.
really excited to show
Amy
that.
said she's going to stream that live
more
stream
about
on her
the
personal
Exile
channel.
2. Then tune into that later today.
There you go.
The old magics, not to be feared.
Now, if you're anything like me, you leave your Christmas
Nick
shopping
Warden,
to the
I did say
absolute
Lethal
last second
Company
and
for
then
game night.
speedrun the
Could
entire
be this
thing in a
weekend.
single afternoon of guest checkouts and regret. But what to buy the
No,
PC
it won't be
gamer
this
in
weekend
your
'cause
life?
I won't be here.
Well,
I
our
forgot.
good friends at
I'm also
Intel
not
have
here.
a few
I'm going to
ideas.
pub.
Go to Chicago
Pick all
today.
their favorite gaming deals this holiday season, all on offer now at Newegg.
On a Christmas pub crawl.
The Acer Predator
Ooh, that's
Helios
fun.
gaming laptop. Inside is an i7-13700HX CPU, an RTX 4070,
$1,600 for a
16 gigabytes
laptop.
of DDR5 memory,
That's
and
a steal.
1 terabyte
That's a
of
steal.
storage.
All right,
We've
Marty.
been big
All
fans
you.
of Acer's Helios machines for ages.
I don't think
and
it's
the
gonna
new
help me with
16-inch
streaming.
Predator has
can
fast
stream
become
off
one of our
that.
favorite gaming laptops. It's the perfect combination of processor, graphics
stream
card,
off
big
that and melt your lap
240
at the
Hz
same
screen,
time.
and price. The 24-thread Intel CPU is mighty strong too, and the RTX 4070 graphics card also supports the magic of frame generation for a buttery smooth experience. This is the Gigabyte Aorus 15 gaming laptop, running on an i7-13700
Let's get a Steam Deck
CPU.
OLED.
RTX 4070
I want one.
graphics, 16 gigabytes of
But not till we
DDR5
take our
RAM,
salaries
a
again.
1 terabyte Gen 4 SSD, and a 15.6-inch 165
Yeah,
That being said,
storage.
I just bought my
If your
Steam Deck
needs are a
like 9
little
months
lighter,
ago.
this
I was
only
gonna say,
slightly
that being
smaller
said, if I do
15-inch
lose my
Aorus
house
is a
and I
great
still have a
option.
Steam Deck
You still get a
OLED,
20
that's a
thread
fair
Intel
trade-off, in my
CPU
opinion.
with the same
That is,
RTX
you can stay warm
4070
using the
GPU
glow of your
inside
OLED.
it, and a high
Until the
refresh
battery
rate
runs out in 3
QHD
hours.
screen. It still packs a serious punch, and if you want serious frame rates
This
from
is
the
3
latest
hours well
games,
spent, though.
either of these laptops has you covered. We've also got the MSI Katana 17 gaming laptop, an i7-13620H processor, RTX 4070 GPU, 32 gigs of
That being
DDR5
said, I did
memory,
get the
and a 1 terabyte
Switch
SSD.
OLED, and it was worth
If you're
it.
looking
So-
for a lot of screen
Yeah,
real estate,
Switch OLED is
MSI's 17-inch chonker will get the job done without
17-inch
rushing a
chonker.
The 13th gen Core i7 is a 16
Maybe the 2-pound donut. Which is more real, Switch 2 or Silksong? Silksong was already on this list, so Silksong is definitely more real.
And you content creators are going to love the massive 32 gig of DDR5 memory this
the Steam Deck good. I just bought one. Yes.
Next, MSI's Aegis gaming rig, carrying the i7-13700F CPU, an RTX 4060 Ti, another spacious 32 gigs of DDR5 with 2 terabytes of storage. So yeah, you remember that big black obelisk from the start of 2001: A Space Odyssey, right?
I do.
MSI's Aegis R PC very much has that vibe, but also throws in a little RGB
$100
flair.
for a mobile 4070
Inside
sounds
this
pretty
monolith,
good.
you'll find a beefy 24-thread
for
Intel CPU and way more memory and storage than you'd usually find in a PC at this price. Finally, we have the 12th gen Core and Arc bundle, an i7-12700K CPU and the Arc A770. With a $50 discount. But there ain't much that can top the feeling of building a gaming machine with your own 2 hands. And these Intel Silicon bundles will allow you to do that at a bargain price. For us, pairing a 12th Gen
Eric, thank you so
i7
much.
with an
A
AS
$1,600 laptop like that is cheap for that one. Come to Argentina, a notebook like that is over $6.5K in a single payment.
Chips. And this graphics card has only got faster since launch. Damn, those are some powerful computers. Let's hope Santa thinks it will all be nice this year.
And Mark Heister, thank you so much for the donor. Poll, Steam Deck, Aya Neo, or other handhelds? I don't even know what the Aya Neo is.
Our next game is a fun one. A blisteringly fast racer and a 1999 throwback you didn't know you needed. Racing into early access soon.
To me because Microsoft's
do Game Pass stuff on it.
Well, they're making Windows like a handheld version of Windows for it. And that's very interesting to me. KC game.
Aya Neo's neat.
This is fun. Pod racing.
Now this is pod racing.
They gotta fix that screen shake effect though. Oof. No light.
Yeah, that's what happens when you race a pod.
Oh. Motion sickness. Need Mountain Dew. Was there guns too? Alright, I'm sold. It's the full auto remake I've been wanting forever. Just with pods instead. Was that Death Corp? That's a horrible.
Grip.
Oh, Death Grip. Oh. That's a horrible logo though.
Not great.
Now that's what I legally can't call pod racing.
Sorry, joke.
The whole reason we're here today is because, yes, there are an incredible amount of video games, and we want to help you decide which ones are the most deserving of attention. But if you're watching and wondering, hey, why isn't The Elder Scrolls 6 one of the most wanted games? Well, let me explain. Our voting process for the most wanted list prioritizes games that are imminent and that we know lots of information
about. You don't know nothing about GTA 6.
The more confident we are in a game's release date, the more rewarded it is by our voting system.
Broken system. Conspiracy.
Everything else was fine with
Illuminati.
In dark mode for years and years.
This is the Illuminati, though, so...
enormous, they're frustratingly absent from the public eye. So, just to give them at least a moment of acknowledgement, I'm going to see how many of these I can rattle.
Oh my god.
Ready? The Elder Scrolls 6, Bioshock 4, which was announced 4 years ago, the eventual Cyberpunk 2077 sequel, The Witcher remake, Project 007 from the team that made it, and that's probably going to be incredible, Dragon Age Dreadnought. Come on, BioWare, let's see it. Death Stranding 2, Star Wars Eclipse.
Not a real game.
The Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell remake. Oh, and that untitled Fallout-like RPG from New Blood Interactive. Arma 4, that League of Legends fighting game that looks really good, a Wonder Woman game, the new Indiana Jones game from the folks that made Wolfenstein, Good and Evil 2, which has been in development for something like 15 years, the reboot of the Escape series, and Crisis 4. Crisis 4.
Wonderful.
Oh, while I catch my breath, let's see a couple of games that actually have gameplay footage.
Roasted.
Roasted. Look at that little guy.
Oh, hey. The new Aurora 44 game. Flintlock. Siege of Dawn.
Our world is in chaos.
I'm super excited for this. This is one of my most anticipated fixtures.
The gods and their armies of the dead seek to rule over everything we call home.
Give us a release date, because it looks so good.
I'll be damned if I let that happen.
Yes.
My name is Noor Vanek. Survivor.
Damn, they delayed this, and this looks like a lot more polished. I'm liking that.
That is such a good little fox. Oh my god. What a nice pet to have in this game.
Gimme.
Nah, I don't think they're announcing any like concrete dates or anything.
Summer.
But I want to know.
That's not Forspoken 2. You shut your mouth, Pacific
Time
Blue.
for a word from our good friends at Mad Mushroom.
Mad Mushroom is a publishing company that is going to be a little different from other publishing companies.
Mad Mushroom gives us the opportunity to enter the games industry while at the same time elevating and amplifying the message of hundreds of indie developers.
You are literally working hand in hand with influencers to figure out how to make your game as enjoyable as possible, not just to play, but also from a content viewing perspective.
If you're a developer and you're interested in us publishing your game, you can go to madmushroom.gg. Check it out. We're very passionate and we're very excited about what we're doing here.
In a city that never sleeps, innovators like Kieran Short and the All Street New York City Collective remind us that with the right tools, like the Alienware laptop, the boundaries of art and technology can be pushed beyond our imagination. That's where Alienware's top-of-the-line computers come in. Introducing our real-life experts with the Alienware Power Boost benefit. Scan our QR code or visit the site below to see how Alienware is undeniably stepping up the game.
Did you try there was a demo for this, right?
Yeah, no, Frost did. We were talking about this is that sort of MMO multiplayer puzzle game.
A serene fantasy realm of ancient
No,
wonders.
I didn't play it. Frost said.
No, he
solve its mysterious puzzles.
Oh no, he thought it was cool.
secrets of the
Like I think this game looks really fucking cool.
We designed
Feels
the
like a
world
big
to
old
be
open
brimming with
multiplayer
thousands of
mix
handcrafted
of
puzzles, each of them carefully
Immortals
placed
Phoenix
throughout
Rising
the
and
landscape.
Witness.
You might start off solving logic puzzles and then decide to search for hidden objects or go find some
Yeah, this looks like some
perspective
cool shit.
or memory puzzles to take on. Designed by some of the best minds in puzzle design, our puzzles vary in difficulty and are thoughtfully crafted to be
curious how they get the
relaxing,
multiplayer segment to work
challenging,
with puzzles.
and satisfying to
Agreed.
solve for newcomers and seasoned
I
puzzle
can't say I want to sit there and watch somebody else
There
solve
is
a
no
puzzle.
linear path in Islands
I mean, I
of
think it's
Insight.
you're solving. Like
You
I don't think you're
choose
just sitting
where
there
to
and watching
go,
someone else do
which
it. It's
puzzles
probably
to solve,
either instance
and in
or
what
co-op.
order,
Yeah.
all at your own pace. You can solve puzzle quests to unlock new
At least the
areas in the
puzzles look like
campaign.
I can actually
or
figure out what the
explore
hell they are.
main island.
Yeah,
An
it seems like a bunch of different
expansive
things. It
open
also
world
just seems like a
where
super
most of the
cool
puzzles
fantasy
and
world to
secrets
explore.
are found.
Did
Wander
you finish
around
the
the
Witness?
sublime landscapes on foot.
I did. I finished
or
everything,
glide
including
above them.
the challenge, the final challenge in the game.
Our shared world allows for
that was a good play
seamless
day. That was
interactions
tough.
and
Yeah,
collaboration
it was
between players.
Colorado
You can
game.
interact with others for a bit of guidance.
Puck gets Luigi
Or
with a
you can
$5
play
donut. Thanks so much.
entirely
Marty, help. I'm
on
having
your
dreams about falling fruit and chasing the elusive watermelon. I think I'm losing my mind.
In
It's been
today's
Suika
fast-paced
pilled.
world,
Welcome.
We hope Islands of Insight delivers
And
the
Riley with a
sublime
$5 dono.
escape
Thank you so
for
much. One of the
players
devs of
seeking
Islands of
to
Insight.
find.
Big fans of you guys. Glad you seem to like it. Hell yeah, Riley.
looks really fun.
Haven't gotten to play it yet. It looks like absolutely my shit. Frost, our colleague. Oh my god, February? That's so soon!
You know who we should put on that? We should put
In
Amy on that stream.
1999, Homeworld brought
Somebody-
RTS space
The
combat
puzzles.
fully into 3 dimensions.
Put me and Amy together on
Now,
that stream.
20 years after Homeworld 2, it's a very different world for real-time strategy, and an excellent time for a comeback. From Blackbird Interactive, this is Homeworld 3.
Hey, did you know Homeworld 3 is in development?
It apparently is.
Probably a bunch of new people on the stream that have no idea what we're referencing.
That's fine.
More every time I see this, though, I get more excited for it. This is another RTS I want to play next year on stream.
Looking good.
If you wanted RTS games so much, you'll be getting them from me next year. I'll be checking out a lot of these. I think think it's the next genre I'm going to try to figure out.
3D strategy game set in space. But it's incredibly
Lampy, thank you so much for the
cinematically
dono. Did you know Homeworld 3 is in development? We're just finding out right now.
Shit.
Can't believe it.
What are some of the coolest spectacles you can think of in the universe that you would want to play in or around?
In essence, Homeworld 3 was really our original dream of Homeworld 2.
In development.
The problem was,
Yeah, you'd be a real idiot
90s,
to stream a bunch of old games before a new game comes out. Like you'd be like a real dork if you did a bunch of streams of old games before a new game
in asteroid fields.
Massive environments with these giant megaliths, like gigantic Death Star-sized things that would create an interesting landscape for the player to move their units through. We had to wait 20 years before we could
I know strategy games are a full-time hobby. That's why I never got into them.
Strategy or strategy.
I don't plan on being
games,
good at them. I just plan on at least understanding them.
Basically, anyone who
my
loves
strategy
science
is usually
fiction.
just build up giant armies, send it straight across the map, and that's
to the
it.
fans of the franchise.
Also
that have
using
been with
cheats
us
and
over
just
the last,
endlessly clicking
20,
enter to
22 years.
spawn
With
things.
Homeworld 3, we want to just continue that amazing feeling that you got from playing Homeworld 1 back in
See,
the day.
this is the kind of
and
color like
give that to you
Starfield needs in
again.
its space.
You can play Homeworld 3
Starfield, just
at
add color.
that you want to play. Tactical pause
Add some
is going
color,
to allow
add
you
some,
to actually just pause the
space
game
fog.
100%. We have a classic
Space
controls,
fog.
which you'll know and love from Homeworld 2. And then we have our modern control scheme. And that one is built around FPS controls that you know and love
That's
from
the
the
one thing
games
like
that you played
Starfield space
before.
is missing.
So
is,
MOBA
like,
players, RTS players from other games will be able to quickly
segments
understand,
like
okay, if I
this
want to go somewhere, I
space
just click on this
dust and
element here.
galaxy
Cinematic combat is
spirals.
such a huge pillar
Space
to the
deuce.
franchise. We want you to be able to get in there, find the coolest camera angle, and enjoy the spectacle. For anybody who's never played
That's
a
what I'm
Homeworld
excited.
game,
Like
they'll
mods
be
are
able
going
to
to
get
add
right into the action.
that has me really excited.
We wanted choke points. We wanted interesting strategic decision making for the player.
When engaging in combat, terrain will actually matter. We have tunnels where you can actually take your fighters and frigates through those things, and that will actually remove you from the enemy sensors, so you can ambush
Yeah,
them.
last
You can
album
actually
better.
use
It's
a
definitely
larger
not my
ship
kind of game,
to
but the
take
scale
fire
of it
for another
is
ship.
fucking wild.
So in Homeworld
Very
3,
impressive.
we
Ravenel says ad.
focused a lot
This is all an ad.
on what wasn't already available for us within Unreal. We
You're
wanted
being
to figure
marketed
out
to.
the more
Get with it.
distinct
This is
views
2 hours of
that the game
marketing.
would have that separate Homeworld from any other game, which is mostly the skybox and the lighting to give that feel of being in space. When you go into a nebula, the ship understands how much coverage it has from that, which will affect the concept of fog of war in the game. We knew that we wanted persistent damage on the ships, and so then we focused on what that system would be like.
You'll see the history of your battles
Yes.
as you go through the whole campaign. Please wishlist and
will wishlist.
pre-order the game. We're super
This
excited to
is
have it.
gonna be a biggie.
Yeah, Jumbly Wumble is absolutely right. Have you heard of Shark Robot and the cool second word wind merch they have? You should go there and buy some.
For there was once an empty potential about to be birthed into
Because we made merch I would actually wear. I don't like wearing branded
but the
game shirts.
potential was greeted by short-sightedness. Although
Shut up,
nigh
Lucy's kid.
honestly covetous,
You know
nor
these
completely barren. It swallowed up
Forget the
everything
name.
that was given.
Colorado.
The same, reincarnate as fit and proper, but never aware.
Maybe with $2 or £2 donut the stream. The hashtag ad 4-second win. The hashtag SpawnCon. Hashtag Coney.
Like a utopian homeless. Blessed be she. Life is not given, but received. And her
This looks like old
work
Doctor Strange comics. And I'm here for it. And Anixia with a $5 dono. Thank you so much. Star Trek Vagabond better be #1 or this list is bunk. Why do you think we're streaming this? Of course it's #1. That's why we keep goofing about, oh, what do you think #1's going to be? Oh, is it going to be Death Stranding? Is it going to be Judas? No, Star Trek Vagabond, you dummies.
Blessed is she.
Ultros. Oh my god. It's our good friend Ultros from Final Fantasy VI. He's back.
Yes.
Perhaps you've heard of an obscure little indie game called Stardew Valley? Or maybe
Haunted
the hundreds of cozy
chocolatier.
life sims it inspired. Whilst its imitators are busy trying to rebottle the farm life lightning, Stardew's solo dev is leaving the barnyard behind. From two editors at PC Gamer, Laura Morton and Molly Taylor, let's hear more about this highly anticipated follow-up.
Haunted Chocolatier. Number
7, Haunted Chocolatier.
Molly, you and I end up talking about cozy games on the PC Gamer Chatlog podcast quite a bit, which is why it's so exciting that its creator, Eric Baroni, is currently working on his next game, Haunted Chocolatier, where instead of us being on a farm, we're like running a chocolate shop instead, which sounds super exciting. We haven't seen a whole lot about Haunted Chocolatier yet. We've seen a brief trailer and we've seen some screenshots. We've seen boss battles potentially. We've seen a bit of the new cozy town. We've seen some expanded combat over the Stardew Valley formula. So we're definitely anticipating hearing more about it as it continues development. So I'm really excited to see how Baroni is going to take that formula and evolve on it. And I have a pretty good feeling that Haunted Chocolatier is going to be setting the standards for cozy games for years to come.
No pressure.
There's a lot of pressure on that one.
Assistance
Holy
required
smokes.
on the corner of 5th and 24th Street. A gas station has exploded and we require immediate medical attention.
Received loud and clear. We're on our way. ETA approximately 5 minutes.
Zombies?
I think it's just paramedics.
Zombies something. Something that person was being eaten.
Sometimes people get eaten.
By fire?
No, I think it's just paramedics. I don't think it's zombies.
I swear somebody's on the ground being eaten.
They were just being eaten by rubble.
Pelican City. It's definitely not a zombie game. Should be a zombie game, though.
Hey, we have enough zombie games. Let us have one ambulance
But
game.
why not? Why not an ambulance game where you save people from zombies?
Ah!
The crusade is about to overwhelm us.
Songs of Silence.
Yeah, Simon
the
Garfunkel
crusade
game.
is on the
finally.
rise. I have to warn everybody. We must keep them from reaching the Enclave at all costs. Lorelei, it's been an honor fighting by your side.
Teacup?
Teacup pig.
Likewise, my friend. But we'll make it out of here. That's a promise.
I know everybody dogs on card systems, but I'm not gonna lie, I like card systems for this kind of stuff a lot more than just running through menus all the time.
Fate brought us here. We did not come by choice.
Coming in just as awesome, Nick. I never want to see you helping me at the scene of a car accident. Ah, zombie.
Zombies! There's zombies!
He's crawling out of the car, bleeding. He must have got bit.
Guiding star.
Walking Dead.
Send me a sign.
I know how this works. I watch Zombie Tap, double tap.
Zombie Tap? Zombieland?
Zombieland.
Guide you to my side.
Now we had no caffeine.
Zombie Tap.
The
my
crusade
zombie portal.
brings you a better future. Soon, there shall only be
I don't
silence.
think I ever watched the sequel to Zombieland.
The void will devour everything.
That's probably why I didn't
Stop
watch
the crusade.
Firstborn, starborn, even constructs. Deep down, we are all as one.
A vibrant blend of 4X management and card-based RTS battles, Songs of Silence releases in spring 2024. Next up on the Most Wanted Highway, a game that knows nothing beats a road trip.
Yeah,
Just
that's right,
you,
John Lee.
your car,
Half-Life
the
3 will
open
be
road,
#1.
and the interdimensional horrors bubbling forth from reality's cosmic wounds.
Oh, nice. I like
Number
that indies.
6,
Indies are
Pacific
piling up at the top of the
Drive.
list. This game looks great.
Yeah, I'm really excited for all of Kepler's
The
lineup.
crown jewel of the Pacific Northwest. Its unmatched views and quiet solitude offer everything you need.
I would actually put this as one of my most anticipated games next year.
There is no cause
Seeing a
for
JDC, it
alarm.
looked really good.
Take shelter in the closest pocket of stability in your area, and please refrain from thoughts or memories of home.
The chain of events were in plain sight. Strange accidents leading to the government's claim
This
of
might get
eminent
rid of the
domain
save port.
and subsequent seizure of the
Is it already got
peninsula.
one?
The evacuation of 100,000
I don't think it has released it, no.
And the attempt, an abject failure at containing the rumors that spread like wildfire.
10 hours before Arda came to extract us.
9. Enormous weenie. That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I'm just chatting with my pal, Enormous Weenie.
6.
Was she a myth, martyr, or monster?
5. Nothing had more potential than limb technology. 4. And look what it did to the Olympic
we want this to be like a place where you can just come hang out with your friends and talk about games and music and TV shows and have a good time.
Any size weenie, welcome. Doesn't have to be enormous.
I have the distinct honor to introduce to you the American people. A new scientific frontier with a raw power, the potential is limitless. On this day, we welcome our Faraday future.
Yay, release date. Ooh, February 22nd.
February's busy.
Very busy. New mechanic, boat travel.
Boats.
Oh. Hey, it's Marty.
What does it mean? What?
Barefoot, bearded troll.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, sounds about right.
Did he hypnotize the troll with light? That looked awesome. Need more mechanics like that, like funny mechanics that interact with things. Push him into the water. Do what I would do. Oh.
I just love that we're seeing smaller studios take a swing at Souls-like gameplay. Mortal Crux is coming soon to early access. Coming up, we're nearly at the top of our list. It's time for a second helping of Helldivers as the most wanted countdown continues.
This is like a set to play for game night.
Number
when we played the
5.
first one, getting
Helldivers
smashed
2.
by somebody spawning in. It's very funny.
It's crazy how much more advanced
If
this
there's
game looks
one
than the
thing
first
we value, it's interstellar combat with giant acid-belching insects, or as the fine soldiers of Super Earth call it, democracy. Now shooting in third person, the Helldivers redeploy for co-op, and our panel of experts can't wait to enlist.
I don't think it's coming in 2023 anymore.
Somehow I don't think so.
Helldivers 2 arrives on PC for some co-op Starship trooping on February 8, 2024. Now, we turn to the unholy rebirth of a 2009 strategy cult classic. When Hell's throne sits empty, its greatest devils march to war in this stylishly sinister game of ungodly grand strategy. Here's the latest trailer for Solium Infernum.
This game looks cool. Is this the game I'm thinking of? Nope, not the game I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Nightmare of hell.
Roasted.
Solium Infernum is a political strategy game like
It's definitely not the thing I thought it was.
The Prince of Darkness has vanished, and to ascend to the Dark Throne as ruler of Hell, you must
What do I do with
prove
my
to the
hands when Nick's
infernal
gone?
conclave
Where do I put 'em?
that you are the most powerful archfiend of all.
The whole genre is called 4X.
Powerful
Let's deal with that.
relics
How many?
and
What are
cast
these
rituals
X's?
that can turn the
3
tide
X's
back.
are for no kisses.
Command legions, summon colossal
2 X's
titans, bribe
are in
minions,
XOXO
and
Gossip
attempt to
Girl.
outbid your fellow
1 X is in
archfiends the
DMX.
bizarre
So what are the 4
Hell's
X's?
blind auction.
Sound off in the comments below.
You'd best learn the rules of Hell fast, and how to exploit them, Archfiend. For it is malice and malevolence that win favor in Hell. Insult and extort your enemies, goading them into open warfare. Or worse,
Look how angry they look.
humiliation. Scheme
I kind of
your
like the
sleep with
animations on the
asynchronous
Angels and Demons.
multiplayer. investing
They look like
just
they're
a
made
moment
of
each day in
clay.
games that can last for weeks. There are no
Explore,
lyrics
extinguish,
in this,
ex-girlfriends,
and betrayal
ex-stomach
is the name
contents.
of the game.
Oh my god, BMX Triple
Solium
X also
Inferno isn't
had...
called a friendship
That was the first
destruction
4X game.
simulator for nothing.
Explore,
Better to
expand,
rule in
exploit,
hell
exterminate?
than serve
Why don't they
in
call it a
heaven.
4E game? What? That can't be true. Call it a 4E game.
History is defined by moments when its
Yeah, I'm
greatest
proud of a lot of
himbos
you for knowing
collide.
what 4X means.
In
Well done,
January,
everybody.
the world will stand witness as Yakuza's very best
The
boys
Coos!
unite for an ocean-spanning
Oh my God.
RPG adventure. And probably
I'm so excited
like
to go to
some
Hawaii.
Like a Dragon earned high marks from our voting crew. Let's see what Sega's got cooking.
I can't wait. This is one of February's nuts. February starts off with Persona 3 Reload.
Like a Dragon
We got,
Infinite.
or no, this is January. End of January is this, and then a week later we got Persona 3 Reload, and then end of February you got Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Lately, our old friend, the Seiryu clan's been acting mighty suspicious.
Nixia, thank you so much for a $5 dono. X-Ray, Xylophone, Xerox, Xenon, the 4Xs. That sounds like my assassination code words. Dower Dodger, thank you so much for a $2 dono. We need a feet game. We've had 0 feet games so far. This is an Animal Crossing like expected.
Kiryu-san?
Kiryu-san.
High time you met the head of the Barracudas.
Worlds Collide.
Name's Dwight.
Is that Danny
Barracudas
Trejo?
are after me. Akane-san. They're after her too, you know.
You seen this?
This is someone else. Yanja.
You trying to tell me there are Yakuza in Hawaii? The head of Kazuma Kiryu. What better trophy than the head of a dragon?
And Chief Guru, thank you so much for the donation. Speaking of X, my favorite superhero duo, Angel Summoner and BMX Bandit. One summons angels, the other rides a BMX.
You can always turn in
It was
your
Danny
leaf,
Trejo, wasn't it?
but you can't turn back the clock. All you get is the precious time you're given.
God, this is
you ready for this, Kasuga? Let's do this.
Oh my god, we can pre-order and get football helmets.
You haven't missed your chance at our gaming PC giveaway. Follow the QR code on screen now and complete our viewership survey. Once you're done, you'll be in the running to win a custom AC Mirage PC created by the talented guys at Blue Horse Studios and boasting a Core i9
Casey, how do I get an
14900K
Assassin's Creed-
CPU
an
from the
Assassin's Creed
show's
Mirage
presenting
PC?
sponsor
What's going on
Intel. Hell yeah, free computers. We're just a few games away from the #1 game in our
That was a football
town.
class?
I'll be showing you
Oh
some
my god.
exclusive gameplay footage
I don't care
and
what
you're going to
version
love.
of the game that is. If
But
football
first,
is a character
here's
class in the
another
game, I'm
from our
absolutely
wish
going to be
list,
football.
Crown Wars: The Black Prince.
You just draw on mine. Just buy one of those silver markers. Crown Wars.
War, your great passion. How appropriate, for it makes you blind to our ascension. We were here well before your kings, before your
Nixie, a few games away. We're halfway there. That's not a few. What do you mean we're halfway there? We're at like number 5. What? We're only a few games away. It's only 20 minutes left in the stream. Is Manor Lord's already on this list? No. I don't know if it will be. I feel like we're getting to the top, tippy top. I don't know what's going to be #1. Judas and Hades, I would say, which, ironic, are probably 2 that are going to be at the top. Brad Levick, I am absolutely, if I need to pre-order Yakuza 8 or Like a Dragon, the new Like a Dragon for a football class, I will 100% do that.
May be many things, but we have hope.
Manage your forces.
Oh,
for
what kind
medieval
of
tactics
Bargo
in
bus
Crown
that I
Wars:
could do when
Black
Nick's
Prince
away?
coming March 2024.
Mega Man, big Mega Man news. Mega Man's pregnant.
Sometimes
so
PC
congrats,
gaming
Mega Man.
gives us games that empower us.
What
to
other
make
big
games.
gaming news?
Our
Wario has
next
sadly
studio
passed
visit
away.
is with the
Rest in
group
peace,
behind
Wario.
Everywhere, an ambitious creation
Died the
platform
same day
currently
as
in
Henry
development.
Kissinger.
Let's hear a little more.
Is Wario
about
the Henry
big vision
Kissinger
behind
of the Mushroom Kingdom? Sound off in the comments below. This is what happens when Nick leaves. I ask the real questions. Build a rocket boy.
Hey, my name's Adam Whiting, Assistant Game Director here at Build Rocket Boy.
So Everywhere, this is the studio started by Leslie Benzies, the former lead on the Grand Theft Auto games. This is one of those everything games that we talk about a lot of times where it's kind of like,
underpinned by really high quality systems.
You're all really talented. Is this going to be real? Is this supposed to be like Roblox for adults?
Hi, my name's Leslie Benzies. I am the game director of Everywhere and Mind's Eye, founder of Builder Rocket Boy. Everywhere is a place where players
a lot
can
of
tell their stories, where they can
a
build
lot
their
of
world.
the Grand
There's
Theft
shooting
Auto
elements,
team
there's driving elements,
like
there's
Grand Theft Auto
puzzle,
3
players
through
can build
5 team.
UGC, take part in many different experiences, and they also play a AAA game called Mind's Eye.
Is this mythic
Tools, which we call Arcadia, they're a part of Everywhere, so you don't have to jump to a separate executable to trigger them.
Snake the Garden, thank you so much for the dono, because my real questions made you laugh. That could be a new series, Real Questions with Marty. Asking the hard-hitting questions everyone else is too afraid to talk about.
Content within the platform. I think that's really important. If you're using one set of tools and then giving a lesser subset of that to players, they immediately realise the limitations of the toolset they've been given. Whereas we want everything that players play within Everywhere to serve as inspiration, because they have the same tools that we use to build that experience. So you could look at Utopia.
This is too much games.
The hub
People need to realize if you make a game and you put too much in it, sometimes you need to take some away and do less game.
Play the entertainment that you and your posse will like to.
Every game should just have half the game inside. Who's that man in that background? You see the man?
Launchpad, jump into any other type of experience.
Yeah, George Lucas and one of the Hauser brothers started Absurd Ventures. So it is funny that we now have Grand Theft Auto 6 coming, as well as
you can jump into anything you want to through our portals or through some of the players. But essentially, that's
other branches of the Grand Theft Auto tree
to kind of experience all these other interesting kind of facets and gameplay experiences. The progression system of the game, the actual gameplay of Everywhere sits within the biomes, and then you've got these abstracted other areas which we call arcs, and they're pieces of UGC content that we build and our players will build, and they're held separately from the main world. They're connected by virtue of the fact they're all part of this one ever-evolving, ever-changing world called Everywhere, and they're all connected, so using the same character and the same data to kind of traverse these different experiences. But
see, Yakuza has 20 games inside of it, but it's a finite number. It's not every game, it's just
within the game, because
several
we want
games.
this to be a world where players have agency and they have freedom to infer their own stories and their own world building within this space, and we don't really know what they're going to do.
Nick has a conflict of interest in this game because he is the lead writer on this game, so he had to walk away. He can't actually cover this game.
Who had all different types of backgrounds and experiences.
That was a lie. For anyone who doesn't, if you're watching me stream for the first time, that was a lie.
I think that'd be really exciting.
That wasn't true.
The purpose of our alpha test, it's more of an infrastructure test.
The first people moving into this world.
Nixia, the $2 dono. Who are the Hauser brothers? Dan and Doogie.
Kind of the intrepid explorers.
Neil Patrick Harris, Doogie Hauser, child doctor drop.
Some really cool content with
in the year of our Lord 2023.
Like I said, this is a game that's been built from the very beginning with people like you sat at home watching this video right now in mind. So I implore you, please come to everywhere.game, sign up for the alpha.
And we're very excited to hear player feedback.
Time for a new world. Let's build it.
That looks like a currency. The Everywhere logo looks like a currency. You don't need the E facing the other way. The E could face the regular way. There's no need to take an E and flip it around, because at that point it's just the 3. And then we're all confused about what's going on. So I have a few hard and fast rules when it comes to titles. You gotta do an E or you gotta do a 3, and never the twixt shall meet. Oh, Hades!
3, Hades 2.
Where's 2 and 1 gonna be? Gotta be Judas. One of them's gotta be Judas. Snake of the Gardens, thank you so much for the dono, and I'm proud that I made the husband laugh.
Deaths,
I did it.
Still can't get enough Hades. And apparently neither can its developers. In Supergiant's first sequel, Hades is imprisoned and the Titan of Time is loose. You're the witchcraft-wielding princess of the underworld striking out against the forces of Kronos. Ooh. It's really something to imagine how Hades 2 could build on the slowly unfolding
Isaac Swartz Elden Ring DLC? Could be. Game. I don't know if they're gonna have DLC. That'd be crazy if Shadows of the Erdtree was there though. Hades nuts! Silk Song at 11, can you believe it? El Cheshire, as I live and breathe. They announced a release date for nothing, Frost. Actually, they announced, I think one game got a release date. But no, most stuff has just been showing off. Oh, this is the game! This game looks fucking incredible. This was made by the Sonic Mania team. This game looks delightful. Fungus Finder, does Nick like mayo? Answer for him. I feel like he doesn't, although I feel like he's talked about aioli before. So maybe he likes aioli and doesn't realize that it's just spicy mayo. This is not gameplay, no. Gameplay just looks like a speedrun-centric 3D platformer. I believe this is Penny's Big Breakthrough, is the name of the game. The weird thing is they have shown off quite a bit of this game, so the fact that they're not showing gameplay is weird to me. Penny's Big Breakaway, excuse me. I got my Penny's Big. My Penny's Big was mistaken. There's Penny's Big Breakaway. There's Penny's Big Breakaway. You can see actual gameplay on the links I just put in. I don't know why they didn't show it there. That seemed like a poor choice.
You know, we don't think of the PC as the birthplace of platformers, but we continue to see outstanding 2D and 3D platformers release each year. Nice. Okay, Elden Ringers. However many boss kills
Streams
you've got
chugging?
under your belt, the greatest
That may be on your
test that
side.
every
I'm
tarnish
not
is,
doing anything. I'm just here.
well, it's Millennia. The
I can't
second
do
greatest
anything.
test
Nick
is
left.
patience. And by God, FromSoft, haven't we been tested enough? Torrent needs his
It is going to be Elden Ring.
As we scratch at the locked door of the lands between for details, let's hear from some of our voters about what they're expecting from this expansion.
Shadows of the Edge. It's got to be Judas. Got to be number one then. Judas number one.
How much did I miss? Did I miss anything?
Put that out there. You missed several. Yeah. Hades 2 was number 3. Elden Ring DLC is number 2.
About the Elden Ring DLC,
What
Shadow
about
of the Erdtree.
world reveals? I'd like.
Personally, I'm hoping that they
no, they just
use
did a little
some
behind the scenes
fast
thing for
areas
that
to explore that
everywhere
gives you that
game,
same
everything
magical
game.
feeling as exploring Limgrave for the first
I
time.
told people that you
Just
wrote
something new and exciting
you
around
wrote that
every
game, and
corner,
that's why you had to
pretty
step
much.
away because it was a conflict of
In terms
interest.
of boss fights,
And
I'm
I think
hoping
a
there
couple
will be
people thought
bosses
I
that
was
are even
being
harder
honest.
than the base game. If we go back to previous From Software games, typically
Anixia with a $2 dono. Thank you so much. Don't get your pennies in a twist. And Dower Dodger with a $2 dono as Nick ported Mountain Dew for a sponsorship. He's trying. Nick's getting thirsty, and he's reaching out to them on Twitter.
It would be thrilling to see if
And
they
then
could
Lampy with a
come up with
$5.
bosses
Thank you so much.
even
We don't think of the PC
more
as the birthplace
difficult
of
than Millennia.
platformers because it is not. That is true.
Story-wise,
That's also true.
I think we'll get a greater understanding into Millennia's brother Mikola, which has been
literally have
very much
zero understanding
talked about in the
how
main
somebody
game.
plays this game on a DDR set
All in
like
all,
that.
they can't release this
I
DLC
can't
soon
process
enough.
how.
One final RPG featured in our show today is the return of a true cult classic.
Return of
We
the
saw
Mac.
this studio right at the beginning of the show with horror game Still Wakes the Deep, but they're also working on the second coming of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Yeah, Chinese room.
I had to run again. Sorry guys, I'm having some
Hi.
stomach issues.
I got him. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Tell me
Tsunami Doucher, $20. You guys rock. Tsunami Doucher.
about me.
You rock.
That you were there in Cairo.
You rock. Look at this vampire. He's got a.
And what will
What
I
is it?
be
Goiter?
to you
He's got a goiter.
and to this lonely, forgotten warehouse?
This should be sponsored by Pepto. This would be a great, like, what if this entire thing was a Pepto ad, and then a little ad popped up right now, and it was like, Marty used Pepto before the stream. Nick didn't.
Exactly what he said.
Yeah, that'd be a good ad.
Guess that makes it easier.
Makes what easier?
What happens?
This is not number one, Snake. This is just an ad. They're mixing ads and
Before
games.
we find out which game tops our most
Gotta be
voted
Judas.
list, let's
Gotta be
recap
Judas.
the top 25 so far. Still Wakes the Deep.
Eebs, that's a classic 90s ad idea.
Sword
Now
of
that's a
the
Don, I've been
Sea.
rewatching Mad Men. That's a Don Draper one.
Constant.
Don would smoke a bunch of
Sona
cigarettes,
3,
he'd drink some whiskey, he'd cheat on his wife, and then he'd make an incredible pitch for that ad.
Star Wars Outlaws. Skate Story.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for so many of these games.
Avowed. Dragon's Dogma
7
2.
games I'm excited for.
Frostpunk 2. Gloomwood. Grand Theft Auto
8
6.
games I'm excited for.
Tekken 8. Hollow Knight.
9 games I'm excited for.
Marathon. Path of Exile 2.
Don't tell Amy.
Homeworld 3.
Don't tell Nick.
Haunted.
10 games I'm excited for.
Pacific
11
Drive.
games I'm excited for.
Helldivers 2. Like a Dragon.
12 games I'm excited for. 13 games I'm excited for. Yeah, goddamn right, 14 games I'm excited for. What is this going to be? It's got to be Judas. Got to be Judas. Clean 15 games I'm excited for.
We've ranked 24 of our 25 most wanted games, each capturing
SES
a
Guru, thank you so much for the dono. I think that Mountain Dew should be mineral water with a slightly vegetal fruity tone, maybe some mint, not a highly concentrated sugar
Whether
solution.
it's the three-dimensional space strategy of Homeworld 3 or the
And MRR, thank you so much for the dono. Wasn't that Elden Ring DDR player also the one who played the game with her mind? You remember seeing it on a great big story or something similar?
But for our panel of experts, one game more than any other had a
Gotta be
clear
Judas.
hold on
Got
our
to be Judas.
This game received the highest voting total from our panel of critics, developers, and content creators. It's the long-awaited return of a series that found wonder in jammed firearms and crackling Geiger counters, striking a balance between lethal tension and
Oh, this is gonna be Stalker?
that's never quite been matched.
It is going to be Stalker.
But also, this game is a testament to developer fortitude. This is a project that's weathered
That's
wartime, including
nice.
office relocations and most recently,
They did a
severe
nice.
studio fire. Here is our most wanted game.
Number 1.
This is good.
Stalker 2,
I approve of this.
Heart of
And 15,
Cornwall.
I'm excited for this game, so there we go.
Hello everyone, I'm Yevgen, the CEO of GC Game World and the game director of Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. Recording this video feels almost surreal as I accept the award for the most anticipated PC game. Being here proves that several elements much larger than myself aligned for this moment to happen. Firstly, it's about you, our fans. Many years ago, when the journey we had planned concluded, you refused to leave the zone. You enriched it with stories, love, and life, ensuring that legacy continues through the years. You've shown us that there are still goals to achieve and stories to tell. Your passion has guided us throughout this journey, and I can never express enough gratitude for that. I consider this award a symbol of your unbreakable trust. Secondly, it's about the journey itself. This path was extraordinary, marked by dedication, passion, and commitment from everyone involved to deliver an unforgettable experience. I feel blessed to lead a team like this, and I dedicate this award to those talented individuals. Stalker 2 stands as the biggest and most complex game in our lives. It was ambitious from the beginning, but evolved into an ultimate challenge. It holds extreme significance and a deeply personal connection for us, crafted amidst the most stressful conditions imaginable, including the pandemic, war, relocation, cyber attacks, life threats, and more. Additionally, it's about the legacy. Stalker began as a PC franchise and has always been loyal to the PC community. Receiving this award at the PC Gaming Show feels like a confirmation that we will remain true to our vision and roots.
Daniel,
This
Judas is the
holds
next game from
extra
Ken
significance
Levine,
for
kind
me.
of like a spiritual successor to
I
Bioshock.
understand that discussing somber topics during a gaming show
Big Joe,
might
thank you so
not
much
be
for a
ideal,
dono. Finally caught you guys
but
live, been a
this
ZP fan since
opportunity to
2014 and
address
eventually
the
warmed up to the
situation
whole
in the
crew.
home.
Glad to see you're doing
The
well.
war
Keep
still goes
up
on in
the
Ukraine.
great work. Thank you so much, Big Joe.
Those
I'm
currently
glad you warmed up to
fighting on the
us.
front
I know
lines,
we can be
including
we can
GC
be
employees, are
real
heroes.
shitty at first.
Not all of them
I think
were
over
trained for
time,
this. They simply
it's
couldn't
like
turn away.
Stockholm syndrome
Stalker
pretty
2
much.
was important for us even
That's
before
exactly
the
what
war,
happened. And the next,
but
yeah,
now it stands as a national symbol,
I thought about Judas and then I
aiming to
got
convey
Judas.
Ukraine's unbreakable spirit to the
Damn.
world. Today, we celebrate our victory here, while simultaneously striving for our homeland's ultimate triumph in the future. I am overwhelmed with the joy to recognize that Stalker 2 entered the final phase of development. Fellow Stalkers will soon reunite in the zone once again. Thank you all for this award. I assure you it holds far more meaning than I can express in a foreign language. Now I want to show you the story trailer we have prepared for this occasion.
Nice.
Please enjoy.
Jason Tudor, does this mean Judas isn't 2024? I do not think Judas is 2024 to begin with. But I don't know, because Grand Theft Auto definitely isn't 2024, so.
You asked me about my good luck charm. Remember? It's an empty shell.
Decided to play soldier with me? Dimitri and I were just discussing a certain puzzle we found in the zone. But we can't quite seem to get all the pieces to fit. Maybe you can figure it out.
It reminded me that we used to be puppets.
I took just one awkward step, and my whole world plunged into darkness.
Phil, no, Judas hasn't gotten any release date or window or anything, but I do not think it is next year.
That was the day the perceived fields were turned off. Suddenly, the voice of Monolith was gone.
Deebs, yeah, the Tarkovsky Stalker movie's great. Very slow, but just incredibly poetic and well thought. Philosophical sci-fi.
Unknown soldier fall.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance and get control of the anomalous energy.
Stalker, was I right? Number one?
It is. It is Stalker number one.
Ha!
Didn't
Called it.
choose that path. Unlike you.
I was able to come back faster because I knew I was right, so I had to come gloat about it.
It's weird to brag after you went and ran in diarrhea to fill a That's like a weird time to come back and brag. Usually people are slightly more humble after that and maybe thank the person for filling the time by themselves. But I appreciate that.
Have you met me?
I appreciate that. And Mark Eister, thank you so much for the donut. Concur with Hell Knight Stalker's concealed minerals stream, please. You can probably do some pre-Stalker streams before Stalker. Also, it says Q1.
Remember, all the
that
games
seems very
featured in
soon.
Today's show can be found on the
Maybe we'll get a release date at the
PC
Keeleys
at
next week.
pcgamer.com/wishlist.
I bet we do.
The Most Wanted list will continue in 2024. The overflowing bounty of PC gaming does not quit, and neither will our judges. But before then, we'll see you back here in June 2024 when the PC gaming show returns. If I can find my way out of this bunker. They've locked me in, and I think
from
they're
Starbucks
about
this
to
morning.
turn the lights out.
I don't think it
Did that do it?
I don't think it gelled well with me.
That did it. That did it. That's it. I counted 15 of the 25 games I'm excited for. That's good. That's a great number.
There were only 25 games in that showcase?
Of the top 25.
Oh.
Not like only 25 games,
yeah.
but of the 25 list they were counting down. 15 to 25, I was a big fan of.
Holy shit! How many people worked on this thing? Like we do our showcases with 3 people.
Yeah, you gotta do more. They have studios. That's because none of ours has in-person things. But yeah, that was it. That was our live watch along of the PC Gamer hot of 2024. Those are going to be. I feel like all those games are going to be games we're going to be covering at some point over the next year, or in the case of GTA 6, the next several years, because there's no way that is a 2024 game. But yeah, in terms of other stuff today, Amy's streaming on Twitch right now. She's doing a live stream of that Path of Exile thing.
How do you raid people?
I don't know how to raid people.
Raid channel, says Queen Amy.
And then tune back in here on the live channel and on Twitch, 7 p.m. Central. Casey and Jesse are going to be playing Valamargulis. What was the name of the game?
I can't raid Amy's stream because it doesn't allow me to.
Oh, maybe Amy doesn't want raids. Well, regardless, here's Amy's stream. Go hang out.
Run again.
Go hang out in Amy's stream. I love it. You guys are great. You guys are wonderful. We'll see you guys all. Keep it locked. You guys are great. Bye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. We love you.